Okay, welcome to session number 68 of, or as we have it, season 5, episode 18, sort of titled Korad Trades. If that gives you a reminder of where you're up to.
Nope.
It is the 225th day of the season, which is month 8, day 2. And we have some of our people at the table, with some hopefully due to make it and some hopefully due to make it online. So we'll start off with online today, and Ross.
Yes, I play Korad, the cybernetic droid tech guardian, no, not guardian, I should say gadgeteer, enforcer of the group. And with my faithful little companion, PDA1. No, PAD1.
I was just thinking of a phone device that you just type everything into and it talks back to you.
No, I think that PDA1 will probably be the protocol droid if I ever get one.
You just need to put a keypad on him so you can do your texting.
Yeah.
Also, we have at the table today, we have Kesley.
Hello, I am playing Keyfoge, Mandalorian Human Clan Security, third in charge, question mark? I don't know, that constantly shifts all the time. Working to regain her honor within Mandalorian culture, doing pretty good at it so far. Trying to just help along with all these negotiations as much as possible.
I'm sure the negotiations will go smoothly once you get through them all.
I'm just saying, we just have to, we agree on stuff, we just have to follow through. Well, to the first part. We'll see where we get.
And then lastly at the table at the moment, we have his Mike.
Hello, I play Boom Boom Crash, a Gungan pilot, speed racer extraordinaire, way better at piloting than Feather. I am from the Panorama Raceway of Naboo, and I am 2 meters 22 centimeters tall with a pink and purple mohawk.
I'll probably get around to painting them this weekend if I feel up to it. Okay, so did Kesley want to do the recap of the last session, considering you have the list of promises?
So, last couple sessions we were going through the planet Adida, trying to get to pirate contact to try to get the missing crew of the Whispher. The party had basically taken out most of the pirates and had captured the captain. With that, investigated around the protect what we had. We negotiated with the captain, Charmer Lily. We'll go with that.
roughly
And-
how I'd pronounce it because, hey, when they add in all these extra vowels, it's always fun.
And yeah, so he's just like, all right, I challenge you to a Barbasor battle, and Kyle was like, yeah, sure, and then immediately almost dies. So he's like, I didn't think I would get this far, but we ended up with a semi-friendly negotiation, where they end up taking some of the forgotten peoples off the planet. We end up with some supplies and with the crew that we came for. So we got we got the crew, and we already knew 3 of them. So he gives us a lift to our ship. We just make plans. It's time to go to Korad. So we head over to Korad.
And yes, one of the crew was the former Officer Fabio.
Former Officer Fabio, current also known as Justin Corral. So
Which may or may not have been his original name.
So we ship off to Korad, using our former, I guess, contact with the Emperor of that planet, Scyther. We call down, ask his permission, and he's like, yeah, for sure, come on down. And like, there's the rules of only call him the highest exalted ruler, only speak when asked, no touchy and no lying. He has a very fancy AT-AT with the legs knocked off so it can go around. It's a pleasure barge of stuff. It's very fancy.
So you did forget the eBay ad discussion.
But we did talk to eBay. I said, hi.
He kept promising you friends rates.
Yeah, and we're like, eBay, no. So with that, we're escorted into the bargain room. Has a bunch of trinkets, is the nice way of saying it. So with that, we enter into fun negotiations where the negotiation is the game of the negotiation. So with that, I offer exclusive contacts for ship parts, 5 contacts from the True Star Network, a sword lesson from Kayana, pilot lesson from Brum Brum, a photo op with Feather, and a flutter bottom feather band from Thea. He in turn ended up offering 294 Malachar recipes, a wrestling match with his bodyguard Gar, a very large tooth from a carnivorous animal, spare moisture evaporator parts, a collection of Uto's drink bottles, a bandolier to hold said bottles, a black powder pistol with a made of banther horn, his personal assistance droid R4B11, and finally, information on the Whispher, the ship that we are looking for. With that, we ended the session with starting to follow through on getting him contacts to then follow through on our end of the bargain, because once our end of the bargain is fulfilled, he will then give us the information on the Whisper. That's what I got.
Yeah. So quite a few different things happened, and we also now have a David online.
Yes, we do. Hello, I'm David. I play Philip, the expert bus driver who's never ever failed at a driving check.
Until now.
No idea what you're talking about. Never happened.
Creative parking is not succeeding.
It's already sitting there as I literally just failed to park my car while I was parking my car. I'm just going to be a little bit ranty for the next half an hour or so. Also, thank you, I think it was Ross, for reminding me that I needed to be here. But yeah, I am listening.
Okay, so what do you provide Slythor first in your stuff? He has given you a majority of the items.
I know last session we agreed that we would go ahead and give him the cloud tax, so that part's done. Feather, we offered Scyther a photo op with the very famous Feather. That is part of our deal that we have made with him. And
Wait, what now?
we will not get what a photo with you
A photo opportunity.
Why does somebody want a photo with me?
because you're
Because
very
they're your
famous.
biggest fan.
Yeah,
Why the characters?
the
Why
greatest
am I
bus
famous?
driver in all of the galaxy.
Obvious bus driver?
Don't worry, Slathor's happy to provide you all the oil needed.
I'm boring.
And the costume too.
Okay, now I'm bored. So.
Don't worry, he's got a similar taste to Jabba the Hutt.
I am.
Though it does look more furry than leathery.
But does it have pants?
No, it's got the skirt.
Well, at least it's got some covering.
We did negotiate a photo opportunity. We didn't necessarily agree that he would do anything crazy or extra, but with that, we didn't also necessarily agree that it would be normal. So I'm gonna leave Feather to figure that one out. Either way, there needs to be a photo, and the rest of the party will be convincing Feather of that.
And the costume and the oil has been provided.
With that, if Feather still needs some convincing, would Broom Broom wish to do a piloting lesson?
Sure, I can do that. Piloting lesson has
Most likely have to be on your ship because he doesn't have one you can fit in.
right. Natural.
Makes sense.
Well, he is he comes under 1 meter.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sure. Who of is the Emperor with us at the moment? Or
Well,
is
he does have his oiled up guard with the big axe.
right. Who among the Emperor's group, servants, subjects, is coming on the piloting?
Oh, he's going to bring many of his servants along with him. He doesn't travel without them.
I believe that you were giving the lesson to the
To the
highest
Emperor.
exalted
Oh,
ruler
right.
himself.
Okay. Right. I thought it was going to be one of his underlings.
No, he offered a wrestling match with one of his
Right.
underlings.
Okay. Sure. Has he got reached controls in this thing?
That's not his problem.
Well, I suppose they do have autopilots, so that's the thing. Welcome aboard, oh great exalted Emperor,
Highest exalted ruler.
highest exalted Emperor.
I think the highest thing is a height thing too.
You have like a inferiority complex, but welcome aboard our cruise ship, which
I don't have a name for this one. I know it's one that we borrowed. I don't remember what it was called.
It was called the Wayfarer.
Wayfarer.
welcome aboard the Wayfarer. I don't think, however, all, and as I look at all of his troops and subjects, they're not all going to fit.
Oh, he just points out a selection amongst them and tells the others to wait with whoever of your group isn't coming along for their training.
Right, okay, so,
Do you want to bring somebody else who's good at fighting, perhaps, as a backup?
sure,
No. I would be Feather. Or just one of us.
So I believe Feather is currently busy getting into costume.
Yeah, he would be busy doing cut-ups. Maybe Ross?
Yeah.
In case, because there's someone to keep an eye on the engine, whatnot, in case something happens.
Yeah, Ross would be the
So you need someone in engineering.
Yeah.
Here's your red shirt.
someone
yes.
to make sure that things don't go kaboom.
Yeah.
I thought red shirt security.
Nah, that's
Scotty
engineering.
wore a red shirt.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
engineering.
That way, just in case.
Okay, Captain.
If there's, I'm guessing like 12 of them,
Mm-hmm.
12 versus 1. I mean, yes.
It should only be like 2 or 3.
But you got about 4 on there.
Right. Okay.
One of them being the Gamorrean,
God.
Yes.
whose
yeah.
biceps are almost bigger than your head is.
Yes. So, yes, we will go on the.
Who's the Gamorrean wrestling?
I thought we said you.
No, I'm not good at hand to hand. Melee, I'm good at, but not hand to hand.
It's probably
I think the martial artist should be
Yeah, I was gonna
doing
say,
that.
it's probably gonna be Fayana. Friendly wrestling match. Last time Fayana was in a duel, it did not turn out well.
Hmm.
It was a bad time. I almost died. It's fine.
Okay.
Apparently getting stabbed is bad for you. Fun fact.
So I've been told, and so I've seen in documentaries.
Ah.
Vibro swords are nasty little things.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. When you don't know how to block
Yeah.
or parry.
Apparently.
To
be fair, I did actually parry. That's the only reason I survived.
Yeah, so it would have been a little more damage otherwise.
It would have been dead otherwise.
Potentially problematic
Yeah.
at that point. Yeah, so we I strap into the captain's seat and
He sticks in his royal booster seat,
the booster seat in the co-pilot seat.
and you hear the click, 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 click as he moves it forward with that really obnoxious sort of noise.
It's like whoever's going to be sitting in that seat next is not going to have a fun time.
Takes him about 5 minutes to actually get it to a point he can reach the controls.
And
He didn't think it moved that far forward.
he's looking to the point where the fuzzy dice are going to hit him straight in the head. That's how close he is. But yeah, so do all the pre-flight checks and start up the engine and explain to
I just got the ruler side.
High exalted ruler Slav that process we're going to go on this particular ship of lifting off. High exalted excellently slide bar. God, I hate saying that. I will pilot the ship for taking off and for landing while we're here, and we will do a short flight with me piloting, and then I'll show you the controls and get you to
Crush it for you.
take over for a little bit in but it will be in child mode. Kind of let the learner drive the vehicles with the pedals on the left hand side type thing. But yeah, so my point. This is the lead for lifting off, and then we're going to have to hit that once. After that, we can then start flying around, check our mirrors, make sure there's nothing there, because we don't want to hit a coffee van, because we all know that ends badly as well. And yeah, so we start lifting off, and waving down at Feather, who's getting all suited up, and then yeah, we calmly take off, and I say to High Supreme Exalted Emperor Slyther that do I need to make a
Well,
piloting?
I'm going to make him roll because he's never flown a starship before.
Right, okay.
Love
Yeah,
that.
he doesn't quite have the skill to do so. But if it was a ground vehicle, he'd be all over that.
Right.
He could do the party bus like no one knows,
Right. Right.
including stealing it.
I believe that.
Okay, so his version of flying is imagine bus driving through space. Doesn't quite have the concept of up and down very well.
Right. Okay.
Hey, at least stop crashing it.
No. I turn on the autopilot mode. Do I need to make a piloting?
No,
Okay.
as long as you pick a relatively safe trajectory, you're good.
Cool. Okay, so we will head. Is it kilometers? Like distance?
You can go kilometers.
Alright. We'll head 20 kilometers to the left, and we'll make a right turn, a left turn, and a right turn. And then we'll make we'll find the nearest open area there, and we will make a gentle landing.
And he asks lots of questions throughout the entire thing, almost non-stop questions.
And that's going to go really quick.
Well, you never asked the same question twice.
No, that's a good thing. So yeah, so we after we've lifted off, I explain how the controls work, and flick the button to change control over to the controls in front of him, and say, okay, highest exalted ruler Slyther. Okay, the controls are yours. Just use gentle, smooth movements, no sudden, sharp turns, as that will cause many problems. And yeah, if we can just head down, following the current path trajectory that we're on, and if I foresee you needing help, I can just grab the controls and get us out of trouble.
Okay. I will give your character a perception. What is your character's perception?
What's perception?
Should be a skill.
Oh, there it is. Okay. 2 yellow, 1 green. There.
Yes! Okay.
Triumph roller is back.
So, through all the questions, you realize he understands technology extremely well and has pretty much gotten the full capacity of the ship out of you without you really noticing it.
Huh.
And while he was unsure with what to do, everything you told him, he's up to apply.
Right, cool.
Ah, so he's picked it up. That's pretty good.
Cool.
So you believe he's the sort of person you tell him something once he'll remember.
Cool. Okay, we continue heading our way down our 20-kilometer flight. Alright, highest exalted Emperor Slifer, can I get you to set the ship into hover, which will be the
H.
H button on the control.
Okay, he has no problems doing that.
Cool. And I'll flick the switch to turn on put down the plane something. Landing gear. My words. Put down the landing gear. And yeah, we'll hit the descend button on the controls, and descend, and the ship will pretty much land by itself.
That's what we thought.
Well,
Just kidding.
that's how it was designed. And yeah, and so he hits the descend button, and we descend safely and land on the ground. And a big
Unfortunately, there's no real ground to land on, so
right.
everything's starships and building starships.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, it's basically a graveyard of vehicles.
Right.
Land in this closed area possible.
Yeah. Oh, kind of like a junkyard.
It is.
Right,
It is a planetary junkyard.
Right. Aha.
Where
That's probably about the closest that they have there for
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
the entire planet is like that.
kind of like how first off was just a city on top of a city on top of a city. Junkyard.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Cool.
So yes, he thinks that's quite successful.
Cool.
Very nice.
And yeah. So now we can.
And now he seems to have a working knowledge of how to operate your ship.
That's not dangerous at all.
No.
He had XP to spend.
I figured.
Mm.
We're friendly right now. It's okay. Right now.
Just quietly. It might be why there's so many crashed ships.
The ships out around you are dating long before
other dungeons
Right.
without the space.
Cool.
And you think some of them even date back to the forming of the Old Republic?
Right.
Oh yeah.
wow. Cool. Alright, so I will take the controls back, and then I will take off again, and we'll head back to our start point.
Yep.
I can't remember what that was called, but we'll go back to the start point.
He is floating 80. He's floating pleasure barge.
Yeah.
Head back to the floating pleasure barge. I then further should have had photo done, or at least got in the costume.
Its name is called the Peeve,
Heave.
and it's an all-terrain pleasure vessel
Right.
to please you in all locations.
Okay. And yeah, so we take off again and fly back to the pleasure vessel, and
Yes, I believe it's yours taken care of.
Yep.
One tick off the list.
It only took you a couple of hours.
yes.
With that, I guess, kind of offer, does the High Seas Altar ruler wish to have the sword lesson now, or the,
He will happily take the sword lesson, as he's never felt the need to use one before.
absolutely, would the High Seas Altar ruler wish to participate himself, or would one of his
He
men
gestures for
participate?
his Marine Guard to be taught.
Alright. I will then ask if he has anything similar to dummy swords around, I suppose.
Okay, so let's see. Does he have any very swords around? Some of it has quite a lot of knickknacks in his space.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that exceedingly high roll, he doesn't.
That's funny. Okay.
He ended up with a whole 4 advantages on that check. 5 advantages.
Yeah, he's like, absolutely. So, with that, Kayana will then offer to demonstrate, first with her rival sword.
You can fight with the sword without the rival function.
Yeah, I would, if I could do that. And then if Gar also has a rival sword, or...
He has a armor blade.
Alright.
I thought it was supposed to be a wrestle, not a
Well, no,
spar.
that's his thing that I will do. I offered a sword lesson. So
You really want to get hit with by an axe?
no. So that's why it's a lesson and not a fight. So turn off vibro functions, and I'll make sure. Like, this is a lesson in demonstration. This is not a full force fight. Any action we do will be at minimum speed. But in order to show the movements associated with sword fighting. So, do all that. I teach the lesson by talking talking to Cider, by then having Gar demonstrate
What is
whatever
your
movements.
belief?
Is pretty okay. 3 yellow, 1 green. This is right. I'm going to see those reds and I'm avoiding that.
You happy with that?
No.
You are giving a lesson to Earring
Yeah.
swordsman.
Yeah. I
There's
You know what? Hey, okay, we got somewhere.
So yes, you do manage to teach him something he didn't know.
Yay! So,
Though you did find that he kept correcting some of your stances.
yeah, no, I figured. I say,
Not very much, it's more of the, you want to get stabbed, you should stand like that.
oh no, this is it. Just recently learned this. Yeah, you are correct. So I say, I also give the party message of, we learn through mistakes, if we don't die. So it's definitely has always been part of my code that I try to learn as I go. So I thank you for the opportunity.
You learn from that he fights quite well with a dagger weapon, to the point where he avoids being where people have died.
That's usually the better way to go about it.
So he rarely wears armor because he
Just
really
the
gets
voice.
hit.
That's pretty good.
And from his perspective, striking an opponent from behind because they've overextended is their bad luck.
Yep.
Which is unusual for the Marine. Most of the Marines are having to attack first. His style is retaliate. Sounds very much like the pirate captain you fought.
Yep.
Except for him, he does the parry hit.
Gotcha.
He parries, he can strike.
Gotcha. So, it is very much the expert, but just kind of giving
But you would expect for someone who's looking after someone so tiny to
Has to.
fit everyone else.
So that's why Korad, she gives a lesson as giving it to Cypher. So in the event should he ever wish to pick up a blade himself, he need only put into practice the demonstrated skills.
No, he sort of flicks his hand and you see a pistol drop into it out of his sleeve.
Yep.
With the he sort of looks at the pistol, looks at your sword.
I said, if you wish, there are always other methods that are better in certain situations.
Then does another flick of his wrist and you see it pop back up into the sleeve.
Yep. And then with the very humbly, all that stuff. So I say with that, that is the end of my lesson. Thank you for the opportunity.
He does do the clap clap. Time for photo.
Time for photo. Let's see. Is it time for photo feather? I don't know. She might be in and out right now.
I believe Feather is currently still getting trying to fit into the gear. It may take a while.
Maybe.
So, does Feather need any more convincing to go through with this photo opportunity?
They didn't need any convincing.
So with that, is that the full outfit, full oil, all that stuff?
Yeah, that's what he wants. That is it. It's all about party.
He pulls out his little collar and chain to go with the ensemble.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
And does that heroic pose with one foot on you while the photo's taken.
Yep, love it.
But is he actually wearing pants?
Why would he be doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same question that you ask a Wookiee. Why would a Wookiee be wearing pants?
Feather is essentially just taken this in he's essentially been Jumpman this whole time. He's square into it.
Slytherin never wears pants.
Feather always wears pants. Until now. Or until he doesn't.
This not you, Feather. It's the rat.
Slythor is a think of it like a Chihuahua that's bipedal.
I gotta be honest, don't care.
Okay, though he is quite happy to have numerous shots taken and following that the agreement done there, and hands Feather a bonus for wearing the clothes.
Nice.
You
Yeah,
now
cool.
have a Gungan plush toy.
Cool, can I get changed now?
Every time you squeeze it, the head grows really big.
Hey Dan, can I get dressed now?
Yep.
Yeah, he does that, and as he walks away, past whoever of the other party members, the third person, he whispers in my ear, if you ever make me do anything like this again, I will kill all of you.
To be fair, we just agreed to a photo. The rest of it was his idea.
Well, he is a crime lord, and he has taken liberties with nearly everything that has been given to him.
Yep.
Feather also whispers, keep up the technicalities, I'm sure you'll enjoy arguing from the cold, dark touch of the vacuum space.
Okay, so there's that. The only thing. No, we did all of our stuff because we agreed. We gave the contacts and we gave the feather band last time. We said because that was a quick exchange.
Yep.
So that is everything we agreed to.
Okay, so the last thing you have left is the wrestling match with Gar before he provides the location to the Whisper.
Yep.
If he gave it to you first, you'll go, yep, we're done and leave.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So is Carlin sure that he doesn't want to participate in this wrestling match?
I'm not a wrestler. I'm a swordsman.
Yep.
You're the one who deals in hand to hand. I'm not sure why you. Yeah.
It's almost as if my history has not gone well with these things, and I don't trust the dice.
And you see Gar has almost a perfect stance.
So, I don't think my talents actually work in brawl. I think it's only in melee and shooting.
So as good as he is in melee, his specialty is brawling.
Yep. Alrighty.
And just
Well,
a question for fellow player.
yeah.
Did we specify whether this was just an exhibition wrestling match, or is this
Nope.
Oh, okay.
So before we start, I suppose I will ask what are terms and expectations of this match.
Sliceor just sort of scratches things for a moment and goes, first to pin will get a bonus.
Okay, that's fair. So we'll go with that.
As you see, Gar basically stripping down to a loincloth and oiling up.
Yeah, I figured. When in Rome or Greece, I guess. Diana will go down to comfortable clothes. I'm guessing whatever is on her kind of thing. Not full underwear, but like a t-shirt at least.
Yep.
But with that, oil up, all that stuff, and I'm assuming it's probably just like out on the floor in front of
Yep, it has a big entertainment area where people can lay bets.
Yeah. Cool. Love that. Oh, what are next one working? Sorry, I'm just trying to double check all of the skills and not popping up for me. It's making me sick.
Oh, sick. Hopefully it hasn't broken, I haven't checked.
So like when I click on the blue text, it doesn't pop up anymore. But I also might have an old.
No, yeah, it's not popping up for me either.
Okay.
Oh, that one looked up.
Oh, so is it only the skills? Yep, it's only the skills. Okay, I can get around that.
Talent's popping up.
My combat skills I'm just trying to get.
Yeah, I'll put that on a different thing. But I did update it recently, so it may have broken things, which is always the fun stuff of trying to do more things.
Yeah.
So let's see if there's an actual break on it. Yeah, I'll have to figure out what broke that.
That's okay. I'll figure it out. Okay.
Look up some of the.
Oh, thankfully you have it all listed in the talents page, so I can figure it out.
Well, it is you look it up that way. That's why I had dumped most of them into multiple places in case things broke.
Yep.
Gary's still on the to-do list.
Okay. Cool. Well, I guess with that, let's wrestle.
Okay.
So, 3 yellow, 1 green, and do we have our points?
Okay, spend one.
I will spend a point.
There's 3 yellow versus 4 yellow versus 4 red.
Yeah, just to make it somewhat even.
Okay, so.
Damn it. There's a bad one.
So technically you succeed in grabbing him, so you can actually go for damage, unless you have other things you can do to him.
I can do Martial Grace, which if I take 2 strain, then once per round, take 2 strain to add additional damage equal to coordination ranks on hit of a successful brawl combat check. Which I have 3 ranks.
You have successfully hit him, so
So
you
that-
have 1 success, so you add your strength, because the despair counts out one of your successes.
Yep. Okay.
So you add your base strength.
My base brawn is 4.
Do a stone cold stunner.
So that means you're doing, and Martial Grace will allow you to. So what is your coordination?
Oh. 1.
Coordination of 1.
Yes.
So you'll be able to add 1 more to it, making it 5.
Yeah, so that probably doesn't even get through his soak, but at least I did something.
Okay, so yes, he does have a very nice soak.
Yeah, I believe that.
He is quite muscly.
Yeah, he's all muscle, so it's just like, here, take this rock, try to bend it.
Should have hit him with.
It should at least be somewhat impressive that I did a little something, but not quite. It's like that whole.
Well,
movie
on the
trope
plus
where
side, at least you have actually skill in brawl, don't you?
Yeah, it's that whole movie trope where you hit the big, tall.
Yeah, I've got
guy
no
and he
skill in
doesn't
brawl.
move.
Yes, but for the despair,
Yeah, it was the despair.
what is Hyana gonna do for a despair? At least the GM come up with something worse.
It twisted the robot arm.
Twisted your arm.
The robot arm. I figured.
I was thinking more of a costume failure.
Yeah, so now the wrist is backwards. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then
Should
it
have
is.
used Stone Cold to done it. Break some glass. Or a tombstone pile driver.
I'm gonna die.
So that's the basic roll for him against you.
Yeah, I figured.
Do you have anything to give you bonuses?
I have. What do I have? Oh my gosh. Parry unarmed. Let me look up that one.
Which means you can use parry while not while in brawling.
Yep. Can you use the parry instead of unarmed, but performing this way, you reduce the strain taken by 1 to a minimum of 1. What? Hold on. Parry. When hit with a brawl, melee, or lightsaber combat check, take a
So
parry incidental action, suffer 3 strain to reduce the damage by 2 plus parry tier.
so you can reduce damage of your strain, of your soak, which is your strength at this stage.
Yeah, because I took mine wrong.
Then if you parry, you can then reduce it by another 4.
Okay, let's do that. Because he's probably gonna succeed 5 times. I'm gonna die. Did I die?
Okay, so
Doesn't look good.
There's no triumph there.
so
I
he
don't understand.
got 2 whole successes without any advantages to allow him to do extra
Right.
stuff such as knock down or that sort of stuff.
That's good. So, with that...
So that ends up being that would be 7 base damage.
7 base damage, so it makes it 3 with my soak, so if I parry, it reduces it completely.
Yep.
So I will parry, so I take
Strain of 2.
2. Okay, so that's too much strain for me. That's okay. Alright. Well, okay. Since it's only the 2 of us fighting, does that count as 1 round?
That does.
Thank God. So, because I'm probably going to have to use Martial Grace again in order to get anywhere, realistically. So, I guess my next go, so 3 yellow, 1 green. I guess it's 4 red.
And flip a doodad.
Another one? Yeah, go for it.
No, it was just making sure we flip the doodad
Yeah.
when we
Get a chance.
triumph.
Yeah, but it also despair.
But shouldn't that cancel it out then?
No.
Nope, but Triumph and a Despair happen.
Yeah.
So yes, this one doesn't look so good for you. So what does your Triumph show for you as you have a failure, a threat, a triumph, and a despair?
Triumph. In my movement, I fix my arm. In the despair
Because
and failure, I lose my footing and am not prone.
Okay.
We'll go with that. That makes the most sense.
Okay, so then he retaliates
We'll die
and he flips over one to give himself an extra yellow.
now. Yup.
And because you're prone, he's adding a blue.
Yep. Mary. It doesn't matter at this stage.
Okay, so with his 4 advantages and his success, so he does manage to do the whole pin you with the marine on top.
Yeah. No, he wins.
Doesn't cause any damage though.
That's good. I'm glad. Glad I didn't die. Love that.
And does the whole hold you to a tap out.
Yeah. No, I'll give it a good enough show. We're like, da. Yeah, I feel like he was being nice. So there's also that.
Well, you were a challenge.
You didn't go down the instant he took his clothes off.
Yeah. So, I hope we gave the entertaining enough show. It was at least somewhat of a challenge. But, yeah, with that, yeah, tap out. Cool, and I bet when I hit him, it's like, just like solid.
Nice and soft and squishy.
It doesn't come
Yeah,
across as squishy.
you tap out, the most manliest tap out that has ever been tapped out. So manly.
Absolutely.
Okay, and considering you have now met all the challenges, done all of the bits, we'll now move over to Ariadna and introduce.
I have another minute.
Ariadna can have another minute, I just didn't want to leave you.
No, that's
Which brings us to him giving you the location of the Whispher. He gives you the coordinates of where you can find the ship. He says it's in his droid R4 B11.
Which is already in our possession.
okay. So, I'm just writing all this down. So, with all obligations filled, it gives us the location, which is within the droid. Cool.
We should get Ross to.
Yeah. So if Ross wants to check out the droid just to make sure you get the location correct,
Yeah, I'll check the droid out.
with that, we want to, I guess, give our utmost regards, friendliest goodbyes, and stuff.
The droid does give you the coordinates straight away. It had been waiting for you to fulfill your end of the bargain before he gave you the details. Are you ready to introduce yourself?
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, so at the table we now have Ariadna.
I play the Tree Striker. Originally animal wranglers, come Mandalorian mercenaries. Trying to help all our fellow clan members get a good kick in the nuts to the Empire. Instead, I find upon returning to look at my group, they're wrestling. That's okay though.
Oh,
I
you missed-
encourage this.
You missed the,
Yeah.
not for the rest.
Yeah, so I gather wrestling went well.
Wrestling was very
This is the end of our negotiations with
It is.
Slicer.
Kana actually gave the Gamorrean a slight challenge.
Oh, so you were wrestling a Gamorrean.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gamorrean
wow.
obviously was way overpowered, but you know, kind of gave it her best.
They gave him a dueling lesson and actually taught the Marine something.
Oh, okay. So
Which
this is
was-
the dueling bit, not the wrestling.
I know they did the
Both.
dueling first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we did dueling lesson and then wrestling match.
You got stuck with everything.
Brum Brum Crash did the flying lesson,
Oh,
Yes.
where he told the High Exalted Ruler, Slythor, all the secrets of how to fly your ship successfully.
Press this button here. Hold on tight.
Well, he had about 3 hours of instruction
Okay.
with a non-stop question asking Slythor. And
Have fun?
most of the way through it, he realised he just told Slythor how to do everything on the ship without you.
Is this where you go? Yes.
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 No.
Absolutely had fun.
Yes, it wasn't.
And then he, with the party's help, convinced Feather to do the photo op,
Oh,
dressed
yes.
in Princess Leia gear from Jabba the Hutt's throne room.
Oh, what do you mean convince?
I was
Feather
gonna-
doesn't need convincing to wear Princess Leia slave gear.
Yeah, after a while, once we got him on
He
board,
would have not
was
just
fully
done it,
into
he would have done it with aplomb.
Oh, absolutely.
He did it with style and was given a plush Gungan as a gift for the successful
As a bonus.
photo shoot.
You gave Feather a plush gun.
Yep.
You're a cruel person.
Well, when you squeeze it, the head really blows up.
Oh, I don't know if that makes it
It's
better
like
or
a
worse.
squishy toy.
But yeah, unsurprising.
Yeah, it's a Gungan stress tool.
Oh, hi Ross. I wasn't
G'day.
sure who was online.
We have Ross and David online.
Okay,
David's-
so Feather's actually here.
David probably dropped off and he'll come back on.
No, it's because I came to that table. So my BPD tells me.
No,
I'm joking.
And then you just got the coordinates of where to go.
For the Whisper.
Whisper.
Alright.
So it did take you a whole hour to get there.
I'm not only an hour late. Feels like so much longer. Apologies for running late.
All good.
You were busy.
So, yeah, I guess, so how close in terms of location?
It is probably about another 6 hours from now around the planet.
Okay.
You can't really fly at high speeds in a junkyard,
No.
especially with potentially things coming down from orbit, so you want to be able to scan and make sure you're not underneath something large coming down.
Yeah.
And whoever sits in the co-pilot seat will need to put the seat forward. Back.
Because
Right.
Yeah, he spent 5 minutes adjusting the seat, so it almost had him standing on the controls.
Arthur's the.
He's 1 meter tall,
canine. No, not a canine.
like a Chihuahua style.
Yeah, Chihuahua. Yeah,
you know.
so canine species, but he's kind of like a bald canine.
No, like a Wookiee,
Oh, okay, like a Wookiee.
which is why
Nice.
wearing pants is optional to him.
Hmm.
It just worries other people when they realise he's not wearing any pants.
Wookiees don't wear pants
Nope.
as far as I know, so you know, seems to be okay for them. So
Well, Wookiees have longer fur, so it's not
yeah,
really a problem.
To be honest, I'm happy not to visualise this. We can move on. We can move on happily to finding the Whisper.
Yep.
Okay, so I guess we bid the High Exalted Emperor Slifer farewell.
Okay, he wishes you good hunting.
And we'll get into the our spaceship, which I can't remember the name of again.
Wayfinder.
Wayfinder.
Yeah.
I'm at the
Wayfarer.
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 The other
Wayfinder
W.
is the alternate is the Friday night
Yeah.
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we head.
All I can think is like Milana.
And we head to our destination.
Okay.
Do I need to do a?
You're skilled enough that you can do the flight across planet fairly easily.
Cool.
The slow, careful.
And yeah, so we fly to our destination. Oh, and in the process of flying there, we fly a steady pace so as to not get hit by falling debris from any other space.
There are occasional things coming down, but you get yourself enough warning that you don't fly directly into it.
And then yeah.
And you pick up the Whispers comm signal, or the transponder signal. You know, it's called a Nova Drive 3Z light freighter. It was Nova Drive's version of the Millennium Falcon style ship. Very similar profile, not as customizable. And by the looks of things, not as durable. As you see a big hole in the side of the ship, meaning that there's no atmosphere inside it.
Ooh, that's not good. Do we
Is-
still have,
Is there landing space next to the ship? Or
There is, you can even hover if you need to, just that you're not, you can never be too sure with the surface if it's strong enough to take a land, or how long it will stay strong enough to take a land.
How about I stay on the ship and continue dodging debris?
Everybody else
And
goes check it
you
out.
folks go and check it out.
But what if we need a computing check?
That's why you have your little holo communicator and that can do the computer check for you.
I was gonna say, did we still have
I'm sure you can
Dunstan
send
and them with us, don't we?
Dunstan.
The crew from the
Yeah.
yeah. So
And you even have the R4B11.
yes,
Yeah, well, yeah. So we've got no one that's got astrogation.
but like I'm thinking more just the whole problem of the hole. I guess asking, was it like this the last time you saw it? Like, what the crew may know about their own ship, about
The
what
crew basically said they did take a massive hit to the hyperdrive, stopping them from being able to escape,
yeah.
which is around the time they were boarded, and luckily they had spacesuits handy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, none of them would have survived.
So we need to make a mechanics check on what is needed to repair said ship.
Cool.
Everything.
I have.
Also, does our
We
ship
could tow it.
have towing capacity?
It does, but it may not be able to tow something
Like
the
that?
same size.
Okay,
You could tow a starfighter, you could tow something smaller.
but not the same.
Same mass.
Yeah.
Yes, 3 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue.
Cat wants to know what your business is.
Yes!
Okay.
Ooh! Double!
Triumphs.
You're
Double
easily
triumphs.
able to tell that if you had hyperdrive, life support system, about maybe 400 meters of cabling, you can probably get this thing up and running in no time.
Well, then we give us a flyer on planet, but give us better than friends rates.
Do we need the actual Whisper or just the thing that has the coordinates of the planet?
We need
on it?
just the coordinates.
And you do think you can power up a computer system and download anything you need.
Cool.
Of course, that's if you're on board.
Yeah.
Do you trust someone else to hover?
Sorry about it.
Perhaps a bus driver?
No.
No.
You can't drive.
The
So what do you need done?
So our ship is hovering above the side. Above all.
Is it a planetary ship or a spaceship?
It's
Our spaceship is currently
I was just
hovering
going to see if I can move
because the
this
surface may or may not be secure.
Oh, if it's a spaceship, yeah, no, I'm not interested.
so I can go to the bathroom.
So are we going to salvage the ship or just rip out the computer system?
I think do computers check to try to download the information.
So can you
Oh, can I can do a lot of things.
Yes. Yeah, well, how about either you or...
No, not me, don't let me.
No, me.
yeah, how about you
I just don't
stay
know
on
my
our...
stuff, but yeah, I can do that.
You stay on our ship and I will go down with the crew
More than happy for that.
to see what we can get out of the Poodah. Wow, that's 2 triumphs. Well, in 2 rolls.
You're adding your triumphs again.
Well, I've had 3 triumphs in 2 rolls.
Very good.
Which
I had 2 despairs done against me. I had
Do-
1
do-
triumph though.
Did Mike roll one?
No.
No.
Who do you think rolled
This is why Mike should be sitting here.
I know,
We
right?
should be rolling.
I know.
we need to move the dice away from.
I was gonna say. I think.
No,
I
he has
think
to
he
do some
whispers.
dice rolls.
I think he whispers to him and makes him convinced that they need to behave well for him, and that's why Martin has all the best dice rolls.
Yeah, they know he's the GM. So.
That's what it is. They favor you.
Of course the dice favor me. I bought them.
No, not my house.
You should see what happens when people try to roll the red dice.
That's precious.
I was surprised at how many ones it rolls when players try to pick it up and roll it, or when I'm rolling it for players.
It's just always one.
So,
I got 3 out of 4 rolls being a 1 for a double saving throw for M, with the 4th roll being a 2.
That's so bad.
That's how she died in one of the storylines.
Oh my gosh.
So Thea's gonna stay
Hovering.
on
I
our
think
ship
I've got
hovering,
the best piloting as far as all that goes.
and I will go down with the crew that we're sending down to the Whispher.
Okay, so everyone's suiting up.
Yes.
Yep.
Resume, I don't
Hold
need
up.
to.
Well, always handy to have a helmet, so if they need to rush in for some reason, you don't have to worry about the atmosphere.
That is true.
And
I
yeah,
was going to say something similar myself. I think I might say I've suited up just in case, because as soon as I say I'm not suited up, I'm going to need to suit up.
and yeah, so we head down to the Whispher and make our way to the command deck.
So, which means we have Korad, Evie, we have Feather, and
I was gonna say I can go
Diana.
Yep.
Going down.
Yep.
And you're on the ship
with Ash.
Ash and
Okay.
so yeah, so we back our way to the through the passageways.
Who is going first?
Sure.
Okay, what is your perception?
Who's sure?
2 yellow, 1 green, and I'd like to flip the thing over.
Okay.
You're really trusting, aren't you?
I'm just remembering to spend when we can, so we can't be spent against.
Valuable lesson.
Okay, so as you're going down, you can count on the outside of the hull 4 Minox. They are like bat-like creatures that siphon
They suck
energy from
energy
things.
out of things. Yeah.
Yep. They are bats that suck energy.
Right.
We got Minox.
Which means the ship still has power.
Well, that'll mean the computer will work.
But you'll need to finish them off pretty quick.
So I pull out I pull out the convertible blaster. And so that's raised light. Oh, yeah, 2 yellow, 3 green.
You are close.
Oh, I was going to say,
They add a black.
not too bad, but no.
And I'll spend a who's he what's it.
So that means you can replace a green with a yellow. And you can remove a dice from the pool.
It'll be bad black one. Just the black, not the blank purple one. I think it's blank.
Yeah.
It is blank. Okay, so yes, you end up with 5 successes, so 4 net successes and 3 advantages. So how much damage does your blaster do? And I believe that triggers a critical.
Oh, that works out well for you guys.
Are you able to click on the blaster? And then go
no.
to yeah. It's
Oh,
right there.
yep. Damage 8. Oh no, that's crit. Damage 8, critical 3.
So you need 3
Yeah.
advantages to do a critical hit.
Yep.
Yep.
So with those 3 advantages, you can automatically kill one of these creatures.
Cool.
And
Cool.
then with your damage of 8, they have a circle of 1. You add another 4 to that, meaning you're doing 12 damage.
Yep.
And on 12 damage, you could easily take out 6 of them because they, with their circle of 1, and they have a wounds of 4. So that means for every 5, so you take out 3 on the outside. With just we've had a couple of shots leaving one left.
You're a gunslinger, right?
I'm glad I.
Try out for a little
I'm
gunslinger.
glad I'm coordinated.
Very good.
Well,
Very well.
I'm
coordinated.
glad Misa is coordinated.
well having your convertible weapon as a pistol does help. Because you don't have the ranged heavy
Mm.
to convert it and then shoot something. Okay, who came up behind you?
Kylie.
So what is
Someone just threw someone else under the bus.
what is Khaled's ranged attack?
Oh,
Range attack.
Somebody.
For melee. Range light.
Range light.
I do the same thing.
It's 1 yellow and 1 green, but my carbine's normally set for heavy.
If you've got the convertible one, it's generally in pistol unless you need it as a sniper rifle because the pistol is more acceptable in most locations.
Okay,
Easier to carry.
okay, so we're in pistol mode, which I'm not fantastic at. I'm better with heavy, but yeah.
You could
So it's 1 yellow, 1 green.
I said you could have prepared it before you got out.
No, I just realised we're going inside a
As
With-
ship, yeah.
into the ship, and that's so it would be smaller. Yeah.
Glories
Okay, so you managed to fire, but apparently the miner is just never where you're shooting. But you managed to get off quite a few shots. You ended up with 1 strain from that. Okay, so I guess that is either Feather or Kayana coming next.
It'll probably be me. Yes, that's okay. So I have to go to the last one as well. So
Everyone should have to go to the last.
Yeah.
Well, most of you should.
so we range right.
Yep.
Pretty yellow. I'm gonna roll this one.
Alright.
Not that I don't trust Frankenstein.
You want to
You-
control your own destiny.
There we go.
Okay, so you do pew 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 pew, and you don't get a critical.
Nope.
But you do manage to take it down with quite a few shots. You made sure that thing went down.
Yes.
Hitting a red back with I shoot 3 times.
Yeah.
And so does Feather head on into the vessel now that everyone else has cleared the outside of it. Just checking with David as he's currently on mute. We also should probably
there.
move the microphone closer to the table because I keep forgetting to do that. Oh, might be easier to hear people then.
Yeah. So, does Feather want to go ahead and head into this broken ship?
Yes, please.
Alrighty.
Okay, so what is Feather's perception?
I have no access to my stuff right now.
I will check.
I do apologize. Thank you. Martin, did we actually get to spend any skill points while we were playing around the other day?
You were going to you did spend some, but you're going to tell me what else you were going to spend it on.
Okay, that's alright. As long as we spend some, I'm okay with that for now.
Perception is 2 yellow.
Yeah, you have 200 left instead of 400.
Yeah, cool.
So 2 yellow.
2 yellow versus just one of those. Still a chance you won't notice anything. And yes, Feather feels really good about himself entering the ship.
Here's the problem. There very much could be nothing there.
Okay, so as Feather says nothing here to everyone else, I'm sure.
Sorry, my Bluetooth just dropped out.
That's okay. Nothing to see here. We're moving along.
Yep, I had a feeling when I heard the giggling.
As 3 Minox fly past you,
That's concerning.
straight up to your ship.
Someone should do something about that.
And in through the door you just came out.
I'm sure that's fine.
It comes back to Thea to
Someone else's problem?
well, she's on our ship and we're on Whisper.
I was gonna say.
That's the 3 Minox went into the Whisper.
Oh, they went into the Whisper.
Sorry, no, they went into the Wayfarer. They came from the Whisper to the Wayfarer.
Yes. Kayana will double back to try to go take care of those and let the other 3 go ahead.
Okay. So, we'll come back to Kayana in a moment as Kayana goes to deal with the ravenous bats.
And she'll comes over to Thea when Thea gets a chance, or if Ash wants to assist.
Okay, so yes, Feather, Brum Brum, and Khalid are now inside the Whisperer. You can see the carnage inside caused by the hole in the hull. It seems that the shot went straight through the hull, right into the hyperdrive, and melted the entire thing.
Seems a very well aimed shot.
Well,
You
could fix it if you had a spare hyperdrive, a life support system spare, and about 400 meters of cabling to rewire the ship, plus the hull plates to replace it, which you can steal off the ships around you. So yes, you could technically replace it.
So what is this?
I've seen more skillful done.
So what was this ship armed with?
The ship is armed with a dual laser cannon and a normal laser cannon.
Okay, so basically the enough to fend off Minox, but nothing else.
Well, they could. The dual laser cannon could take out a TIE fighter, but the laser cannon would basically be used on non-starships.
Yeah. So, element minimum. So basically, the only thing we could really salvage is maybe the computer system.
Well, you don't really need anything but the computer system.
Yeah.
And looking at the stuff here, most of the choice contents have been ripped out. Because
Or been eaten by bloody Minox.
Well, you wouldn't dump a ship like this here if you had a use for it.
Yeah.
This is where ships go to die.
And get consumed by flying rats. Battery eating rats.
And eBayers.
Who knows, eBay may have already stripped the computer core.
We'll see.
So yeah.
And the guys that they want.
We head into the
Command.
into the
The
bridge.
Command.
Bridge. Yeah, I'll know.
The place with the computer.
Yes. And I'll do a computers check, which is 1 yellow.
Okay, so as you're heading there, I'll do a perception roll for you.
Damn it. Why didn't I see that coming?
We will see why you didn't see that coming.
Yeah,
2 yellow.
If you roll badly, you'll know.
Yes, 2 yellow and
If you
1
roll
green.
well, you will.
Oh no! Oh, I hate this.
2 yellow,
This is bad.
green, and I'll
Flip it.
The perception roll?
flip a whoosy what's it.
So trade the green for a yellow.
The only dice you can't pull out is a despair.
So pull out. I would pull out one of those ones.
Yeah, the flags.
That's because you would have been close to a failure otherwise.
Yep.
Okay, you are very stressed as you're going in there, as you see
An apple. Computer system.
5 shiny bugs the size of a large dog coming towards you. They gleam like quicksilver.
What did you call them? Bugs or bogs?
Bugs.
Bugs. Okay.
1 meter size, 1 meter size bugs.
Right. Alright, I will. Can I now shoot at them?
You can shoot
Right.
at them.
So.
As you basically open their door with great effort to find there are 5 of these meter sized bugs closing in on you.
Right, so 2 yellow, 3 green. 2 yellow, 3 green versus.
It will be. Well, with guns, you're very close to it. They have no defense.
Damn it, where's my
So
cards
that
now?
comes out.
You didn't want to save them? I think it just gets rid of the greens. Yeah.
So yes, you successfully hit the bug, and you do a tiny bit of damage to it as it seems to absorb a lot of the shot.
Right.
It did seem to make it angry.
That's great. You've got an angry swarm of bugs now.
And you get to help deal with it. Because Kayana and Thea are not there.
Why aren't you there?
Because there were 3 Minox that flew from the Whispher to our ship.
Ah.
So before they destroyed anything, I wanted to go take care of those, and I let the other 3 go ahead.
Right.
And so it's those 3
You
against
guys
5
are
bugs.
Okay, so it closes in with Brum Brum as a maneuver, because to actually engage with someone is a maneuver.
Even if it's a Monarch.
This is not a
No,
minor.
they
This is
have
a,
different bugs.
Oh.
this is a silvery bug about a meter in size.
Oh. This is where you want Xenology.
Okay, so it looks like luck is with you.
Doesn't happen often when Martin rolls. Although he did have a big bad roll 1 once.
That ends up just
So
being.
3 of the Minocs are headed towards our ship.
Okay, so that ended up with 4 advantages. Okay, so it uses its advantages to disarm you.
You too will now have cybernetic arms.
No, takes the weapon.
I'm joking.
But I could have done that instead, but he didn't hit.
It wasn't a suggestion, it was a quip. There should be a t-shirt that says that also. I agree.
Okay, which then brings us to Feather, who's next in line. You've just seen a meter-sized silvery bug swat Brum Brum crashes gun out of his hands.
Well, Feather draws his pistol and shoots. And he does it. He draws his pistol in the blink of an eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like you didn't even see it happen.
Ooh, that's a new skill we didn't know Feather had.
He's got quick draw.
2 yellow for him.
That is the dice pool, though. That now becomes that.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh no.
What's that?
So you get a success.
As Feather is a bit stressed from the bugs are probably driving you a little manic.
Yeah, look, non-humans aren't really as funny. It's my most enjoyable thing.
And which gun do you have at the moment?
I don't know. I think I spoke about getting an pistol, but never actually analysed what an pistol was.
Yeah, we never.
Probably the same pistol the others have, which is a combination pistol sniper rifle. Because it's always handy to have a convertible weapon on hand, which means it does a base of 8 damage.
Sure.
Which means...
I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. What? I mean, yeah, look, for this, but primarily, if Feather isn't ready, he has just a regular old peasant-looking pistol. But as soon as he was ready for combat, let's say yes.
Well, they would have a supply of them with them that they took.
Yeah, let's take that. Let's go.
Okay, so we then go on to Khalid.
Okay. So they're in now deciding to get into hand-to-hand combat.
Well, they didn't decide. The creature advanced on Brum Brum and then stabbity stab and hit the weapon.
Yep.
So.
Okay. Well, I'll get out my fine vibro sword, and then advance forward. So I'll take a strain for advancing.
Do you have quick draw?
No, I don't. So I have
Okay.
to take a strain for doing that.
So that's 2 strain actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, you have advanced to go into melee with them.
Yep.
Yeah.
What is your melee attack?
It's pretty good.
My melee attack. Oh, damn this stupid web page thing. Base. Is 3 yellow and 1 green.
Nice.
Okay, so that's your roll.
Would you want me to roll for Ross?
Just wanting to not strain your arm too much.
No, but the GM rolling for Ross may not be good. I may not be good for rolling for Ross either, but it gives Ross an option.
Okay, so that's
I
going
probably won't get the
to...
triumphs Michael get though.
So you successfully hit it quite well. That means you'll be doing 12 damage with the weapon, but you end up with 2 strain on top of what you've already taken.
Bugger, so no advantages.
No
Yeah.
advantages.
Let's see, I do have... Why are they? Maybe I should be using Edge instead of bloody Chrome because the damn pop-ups don't work.
The
on this.
pop-up for the talents aren't working at the moment. You have to switch over to the talent tree page to see the breakdown.
And then it's in the list, so
Yeah,
not clicking.
It's got a break on the talents at the moment.
Yeah. Okay. No, I didn't want to increase the difficulty. Point blank, I don't think that actually works on. That only works on range.
Hidden pun there.
Oh, that's something that. Oh, I'm getting confused with my other character, aren't I?
Probably
Deadly
your other
accuracy.
character, yes.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, deadly accuracy. So that one was on my melee. What was it? Choose one. Adds the ranks in skill. So okay, that's also +3 because of my skill. Adds the ranks in skill.
Okay, so you add your ranks in the skill to the damage.
Yeah, I've got deadly. Yeah, I've got deadly accuracy. Oh, actually, no. It's the ranks. Is it ranks of the skill or ranks of deadly accuracy? Because it's got tiers listing. Oh no, each tier is for a different skill. That's right.
And deadly accuracy is for melee.
Yes.
Okay, so that's an extra 3. So that means you're doing 15 damage.
Yep.
Okay, so you end up doing 9 damage to the creature.
So I need an advantage to activate piercing, don't I?
You don't. You just need to declare it.
Oh, okay.
So if you basically need to say what you're using if you've got other abilities. I'm not looking at everything.
The Vibroscope's got piercing too. That's all.
Yes. Then you say you've got how much damage you do with piercing too.
Okay, fair enough.
If you wanted to trigger the equivalent of knockdown or sunder and all that, that's what you need 2 advantages for. Okay, so yes, or stunning blow and things like that. No, apparently you got stunning blow and stunning.
Yeah, I got those ones, but it's basically I need to declare those.
Okay, so yes, you managed to slice the creature in half.
Nice.
So well done.
It's probably gross.
Misa says you.
Yeah.
Then one of the ones behind it jump at Khalid. What is Khalid's defense?
Okay, so melee defense
Yep.
is actually it's got 1 for the sword. It stacks, doesn't it?
It does, yes.
I believe because my armor master that increases the defense, doesn't it? Okay, so it increases my melee defense range by 1.
We'll probably spend a point too.
Bad guys.
Yeah,
they
so-
can choose first.
Oh, bad guys.
Yeah, so I've got a melee defense of 3 and a total soak of 8.
Okay, a whole bunch of blank dice is always interesting. So, no critical hit, but it does 9 damage.
So 1 damage.
So 1 damage gets through.
Yes, so well, I'm now down to 20.
Okay. As you see the other 3 scuffle forward and seem to be readying to jump in, as only one seems to be able to fit in the doorway at a time.
Yeah, man, did you drink it in? Needed it.
Alright. I will.
So, who would like to go first?
We do have Khalid in the there with Vroom Vroom Crash right beside, and in the back we have.
I'll go for. Basically, I'm going to be the shield because I think Brum Brum wouldn't be able to handle being serrated by lots of bugs.
Probably wouldn't appreciate it. So no, that's good. So Khalid first.
Khalid first.
So if I go into a defensive stance, that's for the entire round, correct?
It's until your next action, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I
so
believe it takes strain to do so.
yeah, it does. But it also makes them harder to hit me too, doesn't it? Once per round, it's strain, got 2 ranks into it. Okay, so it upgrades all attacks. Cool. Yep. Okay, so I'll go into a defensive stance.
Yep.
And using my piercing of my vibro sword, continuing to hack at these alien bugs, and hopefully I can actually whittle them down. So
what is your dice pool again?
it's 3 yellow, 1 green.
Okay.
Have we got any what they'll force dice or whatever?
We have 2, so you can use 1.
Yeah, I'll use 1 as well. So that'll be 4 yellow.
Do you want me or Mike or Martin or someone else to roll?
Whoever wants to do that.
I was gonna say, do you want to do it or want me to do it?
Um,
Let's have Mike do it. He gets the triumph.
I was gonna say, Mr. Triumph can collect some more triumphs.
Yeah.
Well, I crit on 1s because it's a superior weapon and the like crap.
Booyah!
Of course.
So, you get a success and a triumph.
Yep.
Yep.
So your triumph can be turned into a critical hit.
Cancelled out.
Yeah.
Okay, so you slice and take out a second one.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice.
I know, it's a random selection of dice, but I feel like
Yeah,
it still feels like an achievement when you actually manage to
Okay,
randomly
so
roll
there
a good
is
roll.
a retaliation to Khalid from one of the bugs.
5.
You mean you're not keeping count?
They get
That's 5.
As it attacks Khalid back.
Yep, and I upgrade 2 of their dice.
You upgrade 2 of their dice.
Yes, for my defensive stance.
So you upgraded them to red?
Yes, for their attack.
Oh, for their disadvantage? Yep. So my brain always gets that backwards.
Okay, so a failure and 5 successes. No, sorry, a failure and 5 advantages.
Okay, interesting. Wonder what that means for them.
Could you grab the
Task
screen
successfully
that's
failed.
closest to the Force and Destiny books? That's up right.
So there's, see those red
Left.
books?
Go left.
Yep, there you go.
Yeah.
And then
Left
next to
one
the
more.
red books
Nope, in
there's some
between.
screens
In between.
the vertical and
That one, yeah.
horizontal.
Right, okay.
Because that was where all the charts are.
Right, I'm male. I'm like,
That's okay.
there's vertical and horizontal. I'm
It
like,
doesn't
what?
exist.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Platform 9 3/4.
Could we look directly at it?
Yeah.
Doesn't exist.
It needs a flashing neon light.
And to be honest, there's red books that are horizontal and red books
Yeah,
that are
that's,
vertical.
I'm like, help.
Okay, so
Watch you
it knocks
put
the
one
weapon
line.
out of your hand.
Yeah, I was afraid of that.
Okay, so it is now Brum Brum or Feather's turn.
Brim Brim, keep in mind, they knock down your weapon.
We'll have a crack if you don't want.
Okay,
Yeah.
Feather's up.
Have a guess what he's doing.
Screaming Leroy Jenkins and running in.
Yeah, that was gonna be my guess.
Yeah, that's a no.
My guess was die bug die.
Well, you did say guess. You didn't say successfully guess.
Run screaming in the opposite direction.
Or start singing Louis the
Oh, fuck, Ross is got it.
Okay, so Rush just hit a good point. It is now a discipline check.
What is his discipline?
Ooh.
Pretty good if I remember correctly.
I believe it is pretty good.
Let me see. I am on mine. 1 second.
Discipline is 2 yellow, 1 green with rapid recovery as a skill.
Would you like to increase your odds by spending one of the story points?
You can go
No.
for it too.
Okay.
Oh, you know what it is. No, he never does. He likes the chaos, which is fine. I know there's going to be chaos regardless.
Okay, so you end up with a success, nothing else. So you are feeling the perspiration in the helmet of the creatures that are out of your nightmares.
Yeah, no, that's pretty understandable if I'm perfectly honest.
So, would you like to make a ranged attack against them?
Aha, yes please.
Just making sure I have your sheet up instead of referring to someone else's sheet.
No, it's not good to do
Which was lucky you had the same
Oh
result.
yeah,
for
no,
the other stuff.
my ranged weapons is definitely whatever Khalid's is.
Actually, you've got better range light than Khalid does. So, would you like to
Yeah,
have the lower version of Khalid's?
No.
Yeah, because I actually concentrated on rifles and that, not pistols.
Would you like to aim your shot?
Yeah, why not?
Would you like to upgrade your attack?
Yes, just Martin, if there's a question, just assume yes.
Would you like to shoot Ross in the back?
No.
I mean,
Don't
Ross,
ask
yes.
me questions he has to think about.
Oh, so it's Brum Brum in the back instead then.
No.
Would like to. One or two different questions. Does.
Apparently the dice love you today.
Of course they do.
Yep.
You critically hit.
Yeah, that's perfectly understandable.
Well, it has a crit of 3 on the weapon, so damage is irrelevant at that point because it does get through the soak. Once
So Feather looks like he's keeping it all calm and collected, and he shoots. He does a flourish with his flourish skills, and shoots him, and then the thing dies, and then he immediately loses his cool and is like, "That's ridiculous. I didn't think that was going to happen."
Okay, so now we're up to Brum Brum, who also gets to make a fear check, which is discipline.
Yeah.
So that's 2 green. And,
Oh, I forgot to do that.
and I will
We'll hit you next.
spend a point.
No. I give them fear.
Spend a point.
Oh, that's true.
Mm.
So 1 green, 1 yellow.
It has gotten easier now that you've been whittling them down.
Does.
Okay, so that ends up being 1 success and 1 threat.
So you do take a strain. You do find it rather compelling.
But you can function.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, it would require a leadership check to rally him back to the cause. That's what leadership's good
Depends
for.
on
So, would you
Hey, what?
would you like to shoot?
Sorry,
I-
on the way.
I will use my little
Whip.
Bowler?
bowler. That's the thing, the little spinny things.
Yeah.
Which
Bowler?
I don't know how much.
Waller is range light.
Range light. So 2 yellow, 3 green.
Shooting.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not enough to trigger a critical, but it does strike the creature. And I believe the bolus does 2 plus.
I don't imagine it's not listed on my weapons.
Roll damage 2, and you're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 extra damage. So you're doing 9 damage to it. So you manage to do
3 points of damage.
Okay.
but it doesn't wrap around it. It seems to be damaged by the creature's limbs.
Oh no. You gotta get spear bolters.
Yeah.
Okay. Next one leaps at Harlot.
Yeah. So they need to make a test as well. Because of my fearsome 2.
Yeah. Well, does that work on bug creatures?
It can. It depends on if they've got if they got your ability, or if they've actually states they're immune to fear.
Ah.
It doesn't say they're immune to fear, but they are also not that cunning a creature. You basically have them trapped.
Okay.
Too stupid to be afraid.
So basically they've gone psycho.
Well, you basically walked into what they've used as their lair and opened the door.
Yep. But since you've now disarmed me, I'm now only got a defense of 2 now instead of 3.
Yep, but you still got your defensive stance, which still upgrades
Yep.
the check.
This roll or
Yeah.
dodge roll?
This is the boat draw. Okay. Well, there is a triumph in there. So the bug does take some damage from getting strained. But it does 9 damage, which I assume gets through.
Just.
Which means it rolls on the critical hit table.
Wow, that's not so good.
It's okay, you always want a low number.
I was going to say, and in the meantime, I think we're being attacked by
76.
Minox as well.
And I'm durable.
Which means down by 10.
Yeah, I'm just trying to work out how many ranks of it got. Looks like I've only got 1 rank.
Okay, so with that, you reduce it down to scattered sensors. Remove all boost from skill checks until the end of the encounter.
That's alright, I wasn't using any boosters from skill checks.
Okay, and the last one rushes past to Brum Brum Crash and tries to attack him.
How big were these bugs?
About 1 meter in size.
AK
Australia size.
Yes.
Do you have any specialties?
None for
Is this defense?
Believe you have the armor at least, which will add 1 black dice.
yeah, just my armor.
Story point? I don't know.
I already spent 1 because I'm doing the attack.
Yeah.
None that
Are those ones?
I don't know what.
Okay, so with that, it avoids getting a critical hit by your armor. And it is doing 10 damage minus your circ.
3 soak.
Yeah.
Plus your armor, which
plus
is
your armor, which I think is 2.
2. Should be. Yeah.
Because it's not added to the
Yeah.
armor.
So yeah, so
That'll be 5.
5.
So you reduce its 10 down to 5 damage. Which is not too bad, really. Not for something trying to skewer you.
Yeah.
And then it becomes onto the ship, and we have Thea and Kayana and 3 Minox.
Pew pew.
I don't suppose we have Dunstan, Valera, and Oral as well, do we?
Technically, you do. One
But-
of them's able to take the controls if needed.
I was gonna say one of them can take the control because I don't know if we have extra
Well,
guns.
I do believe, is it Oral who's the pilot?
Yes.
So we could,
So he could study the ship while we take care of the minos.
yeah.
Yeah, I will. Since I follow them and I know where they are,
Okay.
I'll shoot.
What is your range like?
I believe it was 2. 3 yellow.
3 yellow.
And
You
I
upgrade
want you. I will. Well. No, I don't need to. I'm gonna save the upgrades for the other guys fighting the harder things.
Okay.
Why should I agree?
So yes, you
Does
can...
this count though? So I have quick strike.
Mhm.
When performing a combat check, add a blue dice per rank against a target that has not acted yet in the encounter.
It's moved in the encounter.
They moved. Okay, dang
You
it.
could have added it to the last
Before,
attack.
but yeah, not this one. Okay. This is why we don't let him roll.
Okay,
You're the one who
so
chose.
that ends up being 2 successes and a despair. What
Okay.
bad thing happens?
So 2 success, I shoot it, but it hits a button.
Okay, you hit the button and lock the door with you on the outside of the ship.
Yeah.
How bad of it is for me to say thank God?
At least that was all that she hit, and she didn't hit the pipe drive.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. It could have
Yeah, it could have been way worse. So
The
yeah.
self-destruct mechanism.
Mm.
So yeah, I hit one of the doodads and it hits the thing on the door and just hear it fried. So now Thea is stuck with these 2 Minox, which
3
is
one.
bad.
She didn't take one
3.
out.
Yeah. That is.
Oh no, technically
two?
with that amount of damage, yes, she did take one out.
There you go.
It's okay.
This is what happens every time.
Doesn't kill me, leaves me with trauma that then alters my personality and character for decades to come and builds into anxieties untold until they become night terrors and require major medications to fix. But
That's a lot
we're
of
in the Star Wars galaxy, they've got those medications, and I can also buy myself a death stick.
I would like to
these things
point
aren't
out
as
that is a lot of
horrifying
text
as
to
the
put on a
others.
t-shirt.
So yes, you have a weapon out, having been told there's something there. You step into the room as you maneuver, and you can see there's Minox in here.
And I know what Minox are.
Yes.
Because
We've
we've
had them
encountered them
before.
before. Do I, because I know what Minox are, have any particular knowledge of what's the best approach to dealing with them? I
Shooting
presume
them.
just shoot them, but I mean, do I know to aim for a particular part of the body?
There's not that much for the body to aim for,
No,
so
that's okay.
you generally go for the center of mass.
Question.
Oh, that's right. We could use a maneuver to aim.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm gonna aim. if
So you
that's
take
okay.
2 strain to aim.
Yeah, if you can record that, that would be good, thanks, because I have a really bad burning in my armor,
That's all good.
and it's getting worse.
Something to roll for you? Or?
I
That's
will
your dice pool.
spend a point to upgrade myself. And yes, I'll take someone.
Would you like to have the blue cancel out the black?
Yes, please. And then if you can, just try if you can. I was gonna say, at least it's not what I was going to say, but kept inside, which is just don't roll blank dice.
Thanks to the damage that Kayana had done, you take the remaining 2 out.
Really, both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You doing enough damage to go through the soak of one, killing it, and hit the other one, and do the remainder of the damage required.
Okay, I don't want to question a gift horse and mouse, but is that because my weapon's better?
No, you got the same weapon.
Okay.
You aimed.
Because I aimed.
You were the only one.
And then you see the smoke pouring out of the panel for the controls for the doors.
But someone else aimed. I remember someone else did aim. So.
Not against these guys.
Feather did to the things down below.
Oh, right, yeah, well, there you go.
Now, back
Feather is inspiration for...
Back to those
even when he's not on the ship with you.
Yeah, because they're over here and they're over there.
Back to those in the Whispher as you're in outside the computer core. A reminder of where you're up to. We have Vroom Vroom Crash, who has been disarmed but still has his arms. We have Khalid, who's also been disarmed. He does have a replacement arm, but that hasn't been taken yet.
Yep.
And then we have Feather, who's managed to shoot quite successfully without getting into melee range.
Yep.
He's dropped off.
So that means it's up to BBC or Khalid to go next.
Yeah, I'll go next.
So what is Khalid going to do?
I'll pick up your sword.
Okay, you will have to spend 2 maneuvers, one to disengage, one to pick up your sword.
Okay.
Well, one to disengage, one to move to where you're... The disengage will get you to your sword, and then one to pick up.
In that case, I'll draw my vibro knife instead.
Okay, you spend a maneuver and draw your vibro knife, you have it. You get to stabby stab. What?
Yeah.
You have 3 melee, I believe.
Yeah. What I'll also do is again go back into a defensive stance.
Yep. Taking
So-
2 strain.
Yeah.
Probably aim.
No, because I need my strain.
He's done 2 maneuvers.
Right, okay.
One was draw the weapon, one was do the defensive stance.
Right.
Which would mean, does defensive stance do strain in its own right?
Yeah, I take 2 strain for every time I use it.
And then you take another 2 strain for your second maneuver, making you on 9 strain.
Yeah.
You could have used two advantages from your attack to activate to do a free maneuver, but that will be something you'll have to look at trying to do after you attack next time.
I thought, the thing is, I was going on the assumption that I may not get any advantages, or the attack may fail.
Is this Ross's roll?
This is Ross's roll.
Yeah.
I was going to go for either Mike or myself to do the roll. Not because I don't love you, you know that. We've celebrated our almost 20th anniversary recently. I'm still here voluntarily.
Okay, so
It's
you
always
get
good
1
time.
success with the vibro knife. It doesn't add to the damage. So how much damage do you do normally with the vibro knife?
It's a basic vibro knife, so so it's 5. So, and since I've got my melee thing, so it's 8.
8. Then with pierce 1.
Yeah.
So that means you're doing 3 damage. Okay. It attacks you back.
Yeah.
You have defensive stance going.
Yep.
And does vibro knife give you any?
No, it doesn't give me a defense. So I've still got a defense of 3. Defense of 2, I should.
It is not capable of doing the aim.
Oh no. It has a triumph.
So it does 8 damage,
Bounce.
which means it uses its triumph to send your vibro knife flying.
Ross, have you ever just considered holding onto your weapons?
Gotta fix your grip there, bud.
Hey, it is successfully doing flailing limbs and knocking things out of the way.
Yeah, well, I'm currently on your meat shield at the moment. Just shoot it.
And that means we have Broom Broom, Crash, and Feather. I would have a go.
Yeah, let's do that.
I read that as 3 people, or processed that as 3 people. Broom Broom, Crash,
Oh.
and Feather.
Yeah.
And my brain's like, well, wait a minute.
Where's the other one?
3. There was only 3 there to now. Brain. There's a certain point where my brain just fixes out.
Yeah.
I should probably move the cat's chair next time so that we can actually do the dice without. But note, he's been quiet most of the night so far.
I was gonna say, I think
Yeah.
he's really liking being next to the table.
Okay,
it's
so,
the blankets and everything.
You feel really good about missing as you get 4 advantages.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, you can't disarm the opponent.
It's
It
the
has no
Nothing to
uh, nothing to disarm.
But has he aligned it up that the next person to shoot can get an advantage? It's a lot easier to hit.
He can give an advantage to a chosen attacker, and he can give an advantage to the next ally to attack.
So I'll double it and pass it to the next person.
Okay. So Broom Broom Crash.
I
Oh, sorry. I thought that was
will use another bowler.
You are currently in the lead with a creature.
Oh, right, okay. Sorry,
I thought that was
vibro
you
knife
going.
then.
Feather going.
So what is your melee skill?
I got my people mixed up.
2 green. Spend the Pantaloon.
It gives you a yellow, and that becomes
Because
your
David
base.
doesn't mind Martin rolling for him, so normally I would just let Martin roll for David.
Yeah.
But I thought it was Martin
Okay,
going.
so
I don't know.
it deflects as your swing, 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 ting, 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 ting,
Right.
and then it attacks you in return. You do get that. So that is 2 triumphs.
That's where I die.
Oh, well, don't do that.
Okay, so for the 2 advantages, he's going to destroy the vibro knife.
No.
The 2 triumphs, he destroys the vibro knife with 2 triumphs.
Oh, okay. So,
In the words of my dog Bronson, that's rough.
And he does 10 damage, soaked by 5 means 5 damage gets through.
in the words of who?
My dog Bronson.
That's right.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
that makes more sense now.
Okay, so that brings us to a new round. Who would like to go first?
Maybe the one person.
Better roll another crack.
Feather would like to crack again.
Yep.
I keep waiting for him to bring a whip out.
Do you wish to... I'm assuming you wish to aim and upgrade.
Yes, please. All of the previous.
Would you like to cancel out the blue dice with your black dice?
Yeah, why not?
It does lower the variables. Okay, so apparently you get 3 advantages.
Apparently.
So you could do the give the next person to act 2 blue dice as long as it's room room crash.
Allegedly, we could do that.
Well, you can't give it to Ross because Ross can't spend blue dice.
Yeah, but Ross is a terrible person, so we should. No, yeah, cool.
Okay, so the creature goes to attack Ross. Using his defensive stance.
Yep.
And anything else you're doing? This is his attack against Ross.
Yeah, so basically I got the defensive 2 and my...
Thanks for reminding me that bit, so I forgot that bit. Okay. Okay, 1 off a critical hit for you, but it only does tink off your armor, doing 8 damage.
Yep.
At this point, if you go next, Broom Broom gets 1 blue dice. If Broom Broom goes next, he gets 2 blue dice.
Yeah, Brum Brum can go next.
Sure. Can I use my bowlers?
You can pull out your bowler, which is
Tell me
normally
when you
that,
want
but adds up to that because you're adjacent to the person.
Also, David is saying something.
What were you saying, David?
No, I was talking trash.
And can I aim?
You can for a 2 more strain. Which puts you on 3 strain.
Yep.
And your ranged light is?
Is 2 yellow, 3 green.
And I'm assuming you want to upgrade?
Yes, please.
That'd be your dice pool.
That's a lot of them. It's nice to see someone else struggle with the past.
Oh, yes. Oh, no, it's fine.
I was going to say, let's see this one.
Okay, so... So you ended up with... You got 7 advantages. I'm happy for you to spend 3 of them to recover your strain.
Sure.
And that leaves you 4 left. You could potentially shut the door between Ross and the 2 creatures. Well, one of the creatures, because one of the creatures has come to you.
Yes.
Okay, so that means currently there's only one opponent, as the other one has been locked out.
Okay.
Is there going to be more wrestling?
Okay, so Ross, it's not currently engaged with you.
Okay. So, I'll pick up my sword.
You move over and pick up your sword, so that's 2 actions.
Limit it because of the 5 acts and things, so be careful about the caffeine. And But I needed something to stop yawning.
Excuse me.
Yeah, two maneuvers has you going to moving to your sword and picking it up, putting you on 11 strain.
Yeah, then I'll attack it.
You are not in range of the creature. Unfortunately, you couldn't maneuver to the creature.
Okay, so wouldn't it only cost me 1 strain to pick up my sword because I'm already backed away from it?
No.
Because I don't have to disengage because I'm not in...
It costs you a maneuver to get to your sword. It costs you a maneuver to pick up your sword. Second maneuver costs you 2 strain.
Oh, okay.
Always 2 strain. And
maybe I should have just shot the bloody thing.
That would have been easier for you. Would you like to do that instead?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is your ranged attack?
So it's one yellow, 1 green.
Do you wish to upgrade?
Yes, I will upgrade, thank you.
I was gonna say, yeah, go for it.
That's fine.
Do you wish to aim for 2 strain?
I swear I frown at you, but you're being really polite.
Um, what train am I on at the moment?
You're on 9 at the moment.
Sorry, no coffee today.
Alright, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll aim.
Would you like to remove the black dice with the blue dice you just got?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, so did Mike want to roll for Ross?
Yes, he does.
He absolutely.
Well, this is a dice pool at the moment with all the changes.
After all the changes.
Oh,
We'll let you re-roll that.
it has success on it.
So
though.
nice.
Oh.
Okay, so...
No, that's 2 advantage instead of a success.
It does mean he takes no extra strain. You can spend that advantage on reducing your
That's
strain.
true.
Yes, please.
So that puts you on 10
He is
strain.
always looking for
And
reducing
you
strain.
do 9 damage to the creature, because your weapon does 8.
Yeah.
Uh,
I do have point blank as well.
Which does an extra point of damage.
Yep.
Oh,
So that'll make it 10.
see what? So here you go.
Okay, you shoot it.
Pew.
And I believe that is the round. So, new round. Who wishes to go first?
So is the who's he wants it thing dead?
Still going.
Oh, it's still going.
It's not a weak thing.
Feather would love to.
Okay, so Feather has...
Oh wait, no, Ross, you do it. You'll shoot it before I will.
Yep. Okay. So I'll take another shot at it.
Yep. Are you going to aim?
Yes, I'll aim. Is there any points left?
There is one.
Yep, I'll use that to upgrade.
Do you remove the blue dice with the black dice?
Yes, please.
It's like glitch of the Matrix. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is...
Good. Blank.
With a point blank... so that's 10 damage all up. Unless you do you do extra damage when you shoot someone?
Yeah, not yet.
Okay, so that is enough for you to take it down.
Wow. Nice.
Yay!
Now you've got just the one thing on the door, unless you can avoid it by going a different way.
Okay, so you could have everyone pick up their lost weapons
Yeah,
yes.
well,
before you open the door,
Yes.
and then call in Guyana.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
And there.
well, we have dealt with the Monox. haven't
Yep,
we?
we're done.
Yeah.
That's why I was split the combats.
Yeah. I was gonna say, why didn't we go back to our thing?
You
Because-
successfully did it.
As far as
I
know,
literally
they were
forgot
fine.
in the.
So Thea will have to pull out the toolkit or get the R4 droid to repair the door that someone shot.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll go to the toilet while you guys are sorting
Yeah.
the door out.
Yeah. so
I have options of both, but I presume the R4 droid is more convenient.
with the little.
I will ask very nicely for our brand new R4 droid to please fix the door so I can get to my
Okay.
The spirit of B1 recoils at your claim of ownership, the droid.
I've made no claim of ownership, I will assert, which is
Oh,
why I made a request.
You did say our new, those possessive nouns.
I did say our new, but I meant our new companion.
Okay, so he gets the door open for you.
I bet I get a couple of disappointing boops from him as well.
Why?
Because I shot it. I
Oh,
was the one that
yeah.
broke the door.
Oh, I thought you meant you shot the droid.
Stern boot and remonstration.
Doesn't seem to care.
Unless, of course,
You're not
it's
sure
like,
if that's worse.
it could be like Chopper, and you could just get straight out told off, and you don't need any actual words to fill in what you know he's saying.
Exactly. So, okay, well, with that, I'll say, the others went ahead. I was just taking care of these 3 Minox, so thanks.
Nice job, Kayana, taking care of those Monox.
I got one.
No sarcasm
Technically, I got 2.
whatsoever.
Anyway, I was like, I'll lead the way for us to
Okay.
check out what I'm pretty sure is perfectly fine. Because they haven't told us that they're in combat.
Okay, so
No,
on the way down, your comrades cut out.
That's not good.
Nope.
So with that, we then get on guard and try to get in further wait, hold on. Where are comlinks out?
Generally means someone's jamming.
That's not good.
That's not good.
That. We need to speed up.
What do you think? Go back to the ship or try to find our compatriots? Keep in mind, only technically Ash is on the ship. Even then, he's sleeping in the hold.
And we got.
Like, we kind of trust
I know
them, but
them,
also
I don't know that I know them well enough that they won't nick off with our ship to go and try and get to Alluvia on behalf of Randell's mining, because they got greater loyalty to them than they do to us.
we also have a gifted droid that, even though was gifted to us.
Yeah, and haven't had time to
We haven't had time to check them out.
check him out. Khalid hasn't had time to check him out to see.
Didn't Carlin check it out while...
Oh, he did.
Didn't have a great time to check it out because there were a lot of stuff happening. He was also on the
no,
ship with
no,
you
he
for
just
most of
checked
that time.
At the
Yeah.
very least, one of us should stay with the ship. At
Yeah.
the absolute very least.
Yeah.
The question is, if comms are out and when you left them behind, comms are out, someone needs to go and tell them comms are out and they need to get their asses back to the ship fast.
I'll go ahead if you want to get back on
I'll
on the
do
ship
that.
to figure out what's going on.
So I'll get back on the ship.
Okay, the door is shut.
Alright,
And the lock's busted on this side.
Alright. I will try banging really hard to get their attention. I presume that wouldn't actually work. It's a ship.
You can make it reverberate for people to hear.
Yeah, alright.
If someone's walking on the outside of your ship, you should be able to hear that as
I
well.
presume R4 might still be just there, because he was just there, just fixing it. So I will try that first to see if I can get anyone's attention.
Okay, as you bang on it, you see electricity arc through the door.
Okay. What does that tell me?
If you didn't have a spacesuit on that was sealed, it would probably have shocked you.
But do I sense that the electricity is because the outside button's busted broken, or is it something else that has attacked the ship or happening to the ship?
I will make that a perception
I
roll.
knew it. Okay, so what's my perception?
So, for you, it is 1 yellow, 2 green.
I'll upgrade it if I can.
Okay.
No upgrades.
Oh, yeah, no upgrades.
But that means you get to remove.
Except
the
I
key.
can upgrade.
If he does, yeah.
Yes, please.
2 blue.
I really don't want to make the burning any better.
3 white versus 3 red.
I was going to say, Martin really doesn't want me to figure this out.
Me to pick up the dice.
No, that's how I feel sometimes.
Okay, so that comes out.
No despairs,
That's
but there are
Technically,
3
you can
blacks.
remove one of those dice.
Okay, which one's the worst one? The double failure?
Probably that one.
Yeah, yep, the double black. No one wants me going dark side. So this is
So that can become 2 successes.
okay. All right, I'll take those 2 successes.
Okay, you have a feeling that the droid has intentionally locked you out
Yeah, I had a
and
feeling
made
this
it
was
so
gonna
you
be
can't
this.
rewire the system by electrifying it.
All right. Can I force
He
my way back
probably
in?
is. He probably is still loyal to his owner.
Okay. Can I somehow force my way back in?
There are other entry points.
I will go to those as fast as I can.
Okay, you start climbing around the
Closest
ship
one.
as the ship starts to move.
Go to the closest one.
So, Kayana, you make it down to the others
Yep.
and realize that none of them can speak to each other either.
Yep.
They're all doing the
Feeling
talking
this is
and
gonna
no one's no one's hearing a thing.
Doing sign language without being able to understand sign language.
And you see horrific creatures smoking on the ground.
Ew. Anyway, I'll give them essentially the signal of wrap it up, let's go, like do the thing quickly. We gotta leave.
And as you
There might be no ship to go to.
and as you reach the hull, you see the ship just flying off into the distance.
Yeah.
And possibly me on the side trying to climb my way in.
I'm gonna have to just
Having
trust
to
they are
overcome
here.
3 experience
So yeah,
levels.
I'm gonna just get them to rush a little bit.
Are they? Is it too far away to use a jetpack?
It is too far away to use a jetpack.
Damn it, 'cause I have a
Because
jetpack.
jetpack is not that fast.
I was gonna say,
Though you
both-
also do see floating along behind the ship a ash and a pile of cargo.
oh
Oh
no,
shit.
As someone opened the cargo bay doors.
oh no.
So Thea has the choice of the airlock or the cargo bay to get in.
Is the cargo bay open?
Currently, but it may shut mid-entry.
How close is that in comparison to the airlock?
Each is about the same.
Thanks.
And you have your
What one is obviously not under someone's control at the moment, whereas the
Oh.
other one is open but under someone else's control.
Go to the airlock because I'm gonna hope that they don't know the ship as well as I do, maybe.
and use your jetpack to rush yourself along.
Boots.
Plus, you're the only one in the group that's got anti-droid weapons.
Yeah.
I do,
You do?
actually. And
Okay.
they're always on me.
So yes, you reach the doors and find that it has been opened from the inside.
The airlock?
Mhm.
Right, okay.
All the doors are open apparently.
Okay, alright. Okay, so I will very carefully look in to
Okay.
see if anyone's ready to shoot
I
me.
will give you an initiative roll with cool.
Okay, yep. I don't know if my cool is very good.
I believe your cool's pretty okay.
Yeah, this is where I wish I had actual force powers, but I can just get a vague sense of things, which is about as good as a gambler
Well,
just believing
You
they're
did
gonna
get
win.
you did get that on your perception roll, so
Yeah.
that is Ariadne's cool.
Thanks. So it's initiative.
Yeah.
Who gets to shoot first?
Yes. That's okay.
Do ionization blasters have an effect on humans? And
They can, but not as much.
okay,
Excuse me.
because I'm trying to decide if I should lead with the ionization blaster, so that if the droid's there, I can get it first. Because it's the one that locked us out.
Okay, so as you make your way in there, you see the crew of the Wayfair, the Whispher, lying listless in the chairs,
Listless.
They got shocked.
Ah. Huh.
and you can see the droid accessing the comms and sending out a message.
Can I try an ionization?
You can.
Would a grenade be better at this point? Or is
A
it
grenade
too
would
far?
also affect all your systems.
Okay, so I'll go for
Wait.
the blaster.
Well, I mean, if he's sending out a message,
Oh.
You could take out the piloting controls while it's flying.
we don't want that.
Yeah, no, I want to get back to all my people while their breathers are still working, because I believe they did not take backup breathers with them, or if they did, that still only gives them an hour,
Okay.
because each breather only gives you half an hour.
Yeah, fair. Because we all have
helmets.
We all invented.
I think that gives you an hour.
I think.
Would you like to aim for the extra blue dice?
Yes, I do want to aim.
Okay, so that is the current dice
And I want
pool.
to upgrade if I can upgrade.
You don't have an upgrade available. But you can remove that dice.
Remove that dice because I think there's at least one success there.
Okay, so
Yeah, you
hitting. Okay, you hit the droid and it shuts down. Apparently mid-speech.
Get a restraining bolt on that thing.
Yeah, so I'll go in and depending on the limitation of my actions, I will put a restraining bolt on the droid to start with, binders on the listless people, starting with the one that looks like it's
you
the
don't think
biggest.
that they were trying to steal the ship.
Just the droid was?
Yes.
You think the droid shocked and then depleted the oxygen from the ship as he was trying to kill the occupants.
Okay, so if that's my impression, I'll put the restraining bolt on the droid and then look at trying to get Ash back into the ship.
Well, he's
floating.
He got dropped midway as it was.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I will.
Someone said he was in the cargo hold.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
I've got piloting, then I will.
You can flip all the switches, shut all the doors,
We've all
bring
got
up
piloting.
back up,
Yeah, I'll bring it back around so
and then
that
take it off
I
auto
can pick
drive
up.
so you can swing around.
I'll pick up Ash first before heading back to our location.
So you see the ship do this slow arc coming around and coming back.
I'm just undecided about whether or not I should put the others in binders just in case. But if the GM tells me that,
You can leave the oxygen low but breathable so they're still unconscious.
yeah, I might do that because
Yeah, the safe than sorry. Either leave them unconscious or
yeah.
cuff them.
Yeah, I like.
Besides, getting control of the vessel and returning to the people would be a lot faster.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially if a alert was sent out.
yes.
Yeah, I wanna get the people.
I was gonna say
we
we'll
wanna
have to
do
check.
the download.
We'll have to check.
So
what that
comms
was.
back.
You've managed to turn off the jammer because
Right.
the droid was jamming the
Jamming.
others until he started doing the comm message.
As soon as I've got the comms back, I will comms to Carla. Oh well, all of them.
Yeah.
Open comms. Get that download now. We have to leave as soon as I get the ship back to you. Explain later.
Yep.
That was actually the best opportunity for the assassin droid to take the ship.
Love that. That's great.
Yeah, he literally is. He's an assassin
Assassin
droid.
droid. Yeah,
It
no.
is.
You see, and here I was going to ask. I don't know. Are they allowed to be free? In
They are
this?
allowed to be free here.
I was going to offer him freedom, but he's obviously already free or in the employ of somebody who already wants to be in
Slythor has employed him as a assassin droid and pays him whatever he wants,
Yeah.
and he gets to kill whoever he wants.
Okay, so obviously he didn't.
Yansu's getting reprogrammed.
He didn't need me doing all of that, but that was going to be the same option I've given to all the others. But if that's a moot point now. So I'll navigate back towards the others. How are they going with going back
So-
to find the data?
So we've just got the one bug left inside the computer room. Bridge.
Well, now that you know what's happening, you can literally line up with all of you, open the doors, and just blast it.
Okay.
Let's do that.
That way we can say that if you're not surprised, you know it's going to be there, and as soon as you see it, it's not that hard to do.
And it has the longest Shakespearean death scene you've ever seen. Witnessed.
Does Margaret Hamilton? I'm doubting.
Yeah.
And I'm sure
But like
there's
all
the,
6 arms.
Yeah.
sure there's the equivalent of the double shot to just to be sure.
Yes.
Yeah, I think Feather's got a problem with bugs.
All the
Double
radios
tap.
playing in the background.
Yeah, excuse me.
Absolutely.
Okay. So yes, you have
It's
successfully.
an ugly planet. It's a bug planet.
Do I need to do a computer's check?
You will need to do a computer check to access
Okay.
this system.
1 yellow, 4 green.
I haven't seen Starship Troopers in such a long time.
We
I don't think
have
I've
all
ever
the
watched it all the way
all
through.
the copies of it. The first one is quite good.
Yeah.
So what's your dice?
1 yellow, 4 green.
Oops.
I would say anything
Can we
older than
assist?
1995.
Probably.
Yeah, but you also want to read
See
the book.
the-
Do you
What is
have
story?
extra yellow dice, Ross?
No, I'm not. I'm the same skill level.
Exactly.
In which case, no one can actually provide the assistance at this stage. He does have a very good pool. But the stress of it all does impact on Brum Brum.
Well,
As
he's
the-
under time pressure now.
It's an apple,
Yes, someone stole his ship while he was.
and it's a bloody Mac.
My immediate reaction is, dude, where's your car?
No one then.
And yes, you do manage to do a memory dump and get the information you need.
Cool.
This is
Okay, and then we head back to
the ship, which
near
will
the entrance,
be as
or-
close to
near
you
the hole.
guys as it can get.
and we stand there with the big thumbs out, going,
Is
Taxi.
the outside door obviously still broken? So I advise them to come in through
cargo.
the cargo, and I'll open it up for them. Presuming I have got control of that now.
You do
Yeah.
have control of it.
we're all standing out there going, thumb the ride.
So it's also up to you whether you keep the droid on the ship or top it out on the chance it may recover at a random point.
Is there any way we can ensure that it doesn't recover and end up back at Slyfall doing its evil deeds?
Pulling it apart.
Yeah, no. Look, I
Blast it.
I'm gonna leave that up to the droid tech on it. Does he want to pull it apart, or does he just want to, dump it out the cargo bay?
No, I'll pull it apart.
So,
Better repeatedly shoot it before you decide.
yeah. Look, I'm fine with this decision, and I'll just pat Feather on the shoulder and just say good choice. If I could say something piffier, I would, but I'm not a very witty person at the moment. I don't
So
think I ever am, actually.
shoot it up, destroy it, dump it out.
You don't need to do that. You can just pull it apart and take all the power supply from it, power source from it.
Dead.
That's why it was quicker.
Are there any parts of
Okay,
it
so
that
after
we-
Feathers started shooting it, it starts making a ticking noise.
Yeah, dump it out.
Dump it out.
Dump it out.
Not so good choice. Yeah, get it out.
Now you know why I said I was going to pull the bloody thing apart.
Points for Khaled.
Well, I was going to say...
Yeah, but at least we know where we stand now. Feather says as he helps
I was
them
gonna
shoot,
say,
shove it out the yellow.
parts of it
Yeah, well, I'm going to go for some rat extermination.
Some of those parts can be corrupted.
Okay, tossing it out, you hear it blow with the sound of a thermal detonator,
Yep, no, that's
which
that
would have
sounds about
gutted the
right.
ship if it
To be
hadn't
honest,
been
I should
done.
have thought of that because they almost always come with some sort of thermal detonator in there.
Yes, as in shown in The Mandalorian.
And as it's
Many a
shown
times.
in- yeah. And yeah.
Feather has never dealt with assassin droids ever.
Okay, so yes, you have managed to successfully get the info, and then you start seeing all these blips start appearing on your sensor screen.
Yeah, no, we're getting out of there as fast as we can.
One would think that we would have learned about accepting droids from other people, because this is maybe the third time.
You made the deal, not I.
Hey, he offered it, so I was like, okay. I didn't say that. I learned from it.
I'm gonna then repeat Kayana's words back to her. One would have thought we would have learned
Yeah.
not to accept droids. But I don't mean that.
No, it was very funny.
Okay, so people rush to pilot seats.
Yes.
Can
Do
you?
we
Do
need
I
I was gonna
need
say-
to make an astrogation check?
Can we do a comms check to figure out what signal was sent out?
I can. Would I do a computers check on the ship or a mechanics check on the ship?
If you don't want to fly, you can do a computers check or a mechanics check.
And then I was gonna say,
I'd like you to fly.
Probably.
if he could fly,
I mean,
is somebody else skilled in
hang
computing?
on. If I do a mechanics check, it's 3 yellow, 2 green, 2 blue.
They'll give you different information.
But we're not flying if you're doing a computers
Oh.
check. But before we decide all of that, we also need to consider that the droid could have left some sort of tracker on the ship, so that we can't be lost.
So would mechanics check for that or computers check for that?
Well, you do have a mechanic on Khaled.
Khaled, so
Khaled.
get him
Yep.
to do the mechanics check.
Right.
And you
Good job.
could have someone else jump in the seats while you're doing a computer
Right.
check.
Yeah.
Sure. So
and I think I've got pilot.
I'll do the
You
computer
do.
check, which is 1 yellow, 4 green.
I was gonna say, is
So that means 3 people doing 3 different actions because, like, we obviously just need to get out of here, but we also need to know what happened.
yeah.
1 yellow,
And you're
4
not
green.
a pilot or a
Well,
I
can pilot.
Oh, you can pilot?
Yeah,
So,
but I only have 1 rank. I think you have more than me.
Everybody in here except for Feather can pilot this.
Yeah, no, we know
Who's
that.
got it?
Yeah.
And does not want enough.
because I was gonna say, you have pilot.
So you can take 1 dice out. They're all the
Yeah.
same.
I might get rid of one of those things.
Okay, so that means you end up with 3 successes and
3 strains. So you're really feeling the burn at the moment as you're looking at stuff.
and you realize that the droid had sent out a message via binary, basically saying right for plunder.
Oh, right. Well, we're leaving, so we can't be plundered.
And we're now looking at Carly's mechanics.
Do we have guns on this thing?
You do.
Yeah,
we
we
need to
got
get
guns.
someone in the gunning bay.
What's your mechanics?
I was gonna say, guns.
Ross?
Okay. Okay. Oh, mine's 3. I'm just reading up to fire the maker.
3.
Oh, wait, okay.
3 what?
3 yellow. 1. What was it? What was it? 3 yellow, 2 green.
Yeah. Got a cat coming through.
And fire the maker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody?
Excuse me.
He just wants to.
Good to roll?
Good roll.
Okay. I'll take it.
Okay, so having a look through the systems, the shields are offline, your hyperdrive is offline, your weapons are offline, your life support is offline. It's barely giving you an atmosphere inside.
Okay, I'll put everything back online.
You could probably do a round after just offering all this information.
Okay, so if I put the hyperdrive, how long would it for us to get out of here?
You probably got a couple of rounds to get out into free space.
Hyperdrive is probably last.
Yeah, but the hyperdrive is the longest thing to get started, isn't it?
You've got to get out of the gravity well to activate it. As long as you've got power to it, you can activate.
I was gonna say shields.
Shields, weapons.
Shields, life support weapons.
Well, we're all still got our vac suits on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So first,
Shields, weapons.
next up is our pilot, who has 1 yellow, 1 green.
Any upgrades? Not that I
There is a upgrade available.
Yeah, I think I'll do it because this determines if we get out of here or not.
This is determining how well you're able to take off, which is actually quite successful.
You are feeling the strain though.
Yeah, you're recording the strain for me.
I am. You're up to 3.
As you accelerate the ship, everyone can feel the acceleration as you're pulling up.
Yeah. Did you have fun? Yeah, you're looking very nice.
Okay.
You got to play with his baby. He's happy.
Yeah.
While she's piloting, he's getting back to co-piloting, and Khaled is getting
It's probably cursing a lot.
probably getting everything back online. Kayana will take up gunnery position so that whenever that's back online, she'll
She's ready to shoot.
yeah.
As we're turning on the life support, should we handcuff Huey, Dewey, Louie?
They're fine. I'm not concerned about them. You've worked with them before. We can trust them.
If
It's just
the GM tells me that I feel that it was the assassin droid
And
set
she's
up
worked
by
with them
the
before.
okay.
not the Celestin, the Slythor, because if you remember, we picked up these 3 Then we went to
Right, okay.
Slythor, and that's when all the heebie-jeebies started. So we've got no reason to doubt these guys.
I exalted pompous.
Okay.
Plus, I've already gone through them.
Right.
So yes, it is a new round. What would you like to do this round?
So,
I was
You've
also
got
going to ask,
Diana in the
what
binary
is
suit.
Feather skilled at?
Talking down bad people.
Yes.
Convincing
So-
everyone to love Feather because Feather is amazing.
That means he can sit at comms but not touch the piloting stuff?
correct.
Yeah.
So there's no touchy stickers
He's-
all over his side of the board?
Yeah, he's offline right now, so when he comes back,
Yeah.
he can be comms guy.
Yeah, in
Um,
case he needs to talk them
so-
into
Yeah.
running away.
Yeah, well, he
He
could
could
just
do
get on the
that.
comms and start singing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I need to do an astrogation check or?
Won't work yet because
We're
you're
not
not
in
out
space.
in space.
Right. Okay.
We
Okay.
need to leave
It
atmosphere.
will,
Right, okay,
it would
yes.
generally take a while to do anyway, but you would also jump into the seat.
Yep. Okay. Cool.
And you could start working on it.
Uh,
Though I'm not sure if you're better than Thea is at astrogation.
I've got 3 yellow, 2 green, 1 blue.
You are just slightly better by 1 green.
Yeah, I was going to say
Do you have Galaxy Mapper as well?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, so yes, you are equally as good.
So I swiftly,
You spend a while punching in numbers and stuff.
I swiftly move into the pilot seat, glare at Feather for trying to get into the pilot seat.
Oh, he was told to get onto comms, so he's in the
Um,
comms bay.
Yeah,
And I
Switch over to youth pilot or do
Uh,
astrogation. You have the superior piloting,
yeah,
whereas Thea is only slightly 1 dice less than you in astrogation.
I'll pilot.
I'm thinking Guardians of the Galaxy 2. I can fly. No, I can fly.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can fly.
yeah.
I'm not going to fight over it.
Are we
He's a better pilot.
going
I know.
anywhere in particular, or just
You're going through a debris field of starships that can be quite narrow,
right?
and you've got a 20 odd
the
blips
thing
coming
that
towards
we-
you.
That
At
is-
this
Came
stage,
in on it.
came in on.
yeah, we don't necessarily have a heading other than out of here.
Getting out of the galaxy, out of the
Out of
gravity
the
well.
system.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Cool. Alright, so I will do my piloting check, and that's piloting planetary.
Mhm.
Which
No,
is-
piloting space.
Oh, space.
Yeah, you're
So-
in space now.
4 yellow, 1 green.
That's
1
impressive
blue.
for yellow.
It's pretty good.
That was why he's supposed to be in the seat.
Yep.
And
Yeah, so it's me you're kicking out of the seat, or kicking over one.
that is the difficulty of hitting the debris field. I believe you have the ability to punch it and make the ship go faster.
Yes.
Okay, so everyone feels the ship shake as it is accelerated at top speed.
What happened? Oh, Christ on a bike.
Okay, so someone hits the punch it and all the lights go out.
Get it back online.
Technically
That's-
difficult.
I'm guessing that's
Technical
when, that's
difficulties.
when,
It's like.
I bet that's when Carlin says, "Not yet."
I am brought back to the 2007, although probably considered a bad movie by everyone, Transformers movie, where it was really cool to actually see them transform, and they had a song called Technical Difficulties.
Yep.
So
this
Ross,
suits this.
what is your mechanics again?
I had the longest references
It's
ever.
3 yellow, 2 green.
Okay, so
Yeah, absolutely.
would you like to spend a story point?
Yes.
Yes, please.
See, I assume someone like you, who was probably 12 or so, when that was on, didn't
Hey,
watch
I
it.
was. How old was I? I was 14. I watched it. I didn't necessarily like it, but it's fine.
I was cheating
Okay,
with my
so
mum.
while you're hitting the various things trying to reset what the droid had done, you ended up doing the off and on thing to get rid of the droid's code, and then the power kicks back on again.
Hooray.
You know, it's always quicker to turn it off and on than trying to undo everyone else's stuff.
Yes.
Microsoft.
Yeah.
As all the systems start to slowly come back online.
Yay.
Alright, so should I do that piloting space again? Alright, so
Well, hey,
Or-
it's always good to add in a reason why everything goes bad.
Exactly.
So pretty much that dice pile plus the ones that are left in there
4
minus the
yellow.
green,
Yep.
I think.
4 yellow, 1.
4 yellow, 1 green, 1 blue.
Yep.
I believe.
That is the dice pool, as I've already upgraded the bag grade.
Excuse me.
GM's prerogative.
Keys.
Yes!
Ah, you got to try it. This is number 6. I was going to say, you weren't going to outdo your 7 in a...
Okay,
There's still
Still
time.
night,
There's
but-
still time.
so now that you've got power, things just kick in and everyone's pulled back in their seats.
Hope you've all got your seatbelts on.
As you start spinning through the asteroid of the various starships,
Gracefully.
hearing swearing coming through the comms
Right.
as the other squibs are trying to keep up with you.
Gracefully turning the
You're a leaf on the wing.
controls.
Because their previous round of shooting, you weren't where the computer said you would be.
This is good.
This-
Well, he was going up and then stopped. They were assuming he was going to continue going up, so they all shot straight through
Yeah.
and overshot the ship.
Nice.
There we go.
Yes, I'm happy with this outcome.
Okay, so
I'm not dead yet.
Was the planned maneuver.
I believe it is up to your co-pilot, which is
Astrogation.
Thalia, to do the astrogation.
What are the
Can I
numbers?
assist?
Yes.
Well, you are piloting.
So
Oh.
yeah.
You are busy behind the controls.
Yes.
And you do have a up-to-date system that is doing stuff.
I do...
Story point.
Yeah, we'll send it who wants it.
Does that put us all black?
Ah,
Does that
yes.
put us... Yes, that means we can remove the red if it's a despair.
Mm-hmm.
That means we can remove the red.
would you like
Oh,
to remove
no.
the red or the purple?
I would
Is
remove
the
the
purple a failure?
remove the
Double
paper.
failure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, get rid of the purple.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the purple from the sample.
Okay, which
there's some
means
successes there.
you got 3 successes and 3 advantages. You managed to get the same thing on all the dice.
Yeah, you...
Skillful.
Okay, so yes, with that, you think it's going to be
20
about
extra
3
points.
rounds of flying before you'll have the coordinates ready.
Right, okay, so... We have to keep ourselves unshot for how long did you say?
3 rounds.
3 rounds.
3 rounds. How long is that in real time? Like in space time?
About a couple of less than a minute.
Okay.
The rounds can stretch between a minute to an hour if you need them to.
Yeah, it's just I know rounds go at different times.
Okay, so yes, you do have your pilot able to outdistance the others if he continues to push it.
This is what all the training has done. And you wrestled with that Gamorrean, and this is what they do to us.
No,
He is a crime lord, and
Yeah.
this is within what a lot of crime lords do.
Yeah, but I feel like I'd be damaging our rep if we don't go back at some point and put him in his place.
If you want to take on the high exalted one, feel free.
I have a feeling that he needs taking down a peg or two, but
Yeah.
whether or not that's a wise
You
choice
could
will
give
debate
him
later.
a proton torpedo from orbit.
Yeah, well, well, that sounds like actually a really good idea.
Here, I've got a gift for you.
Proton torpedo in his what was it, all-terrain, was
Laser
it
vessel.
paddy wagon?
Yeah,
ATPV.
yeah, I alter yeah.
So
I'm liking this idea, even if it's really
As we're-
expensive.
we're now going 3 rounds, or it will take 3 rounds to go up. Do I see any other ships within?
Can she shoot?
God.
You see them trying to keep up, but they're not as fearless as Boom Boom Crash. So they are taking the wide route around.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna keep an eye on them because they, like you said, they've already shot at us. So if any get within range, I will shoot.
Okay, so
piloting role.
You can always symbolically fulfill Ash's plaintive cry of, I haven't got to shoot the guns yet.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get 3 advantages with the success. You do push the ship. You're feeling it shaking as you're moving through space.
Come on, buddy, you can handle this.
And you pop out of the other side of the debris field.
Yay!
Oh, yeah.
You get a Omi coming from eBay as all sensors go dead.
A what?
You get an Omi.
Oh, you're gonna owe me from eBay.
Mm-hmm.
And all our sensors go dead?
eBay took care of the other ships.
Oh, right, yeah.
So all the other ships can no longer fly by sensors.
I now worry what we're gonna owe eBay.
I'm not worried because I know it's
Damn,
going to be a
I
lot.
like to see the fireworks outside.
But I'd rather owe eBay than I would anything else. So we owe him.
Better to owe family than to owe an enemy.
Yes. Well, as we all
But
know, the Mandalorians are all about
Although-
family with a big fat F
Although,
word.
isn't it kind of the same thing?
Yeah.
Speaking from experience.
Not kind of. There's no kind of here.
Yeah, speaking from experience.
It is exactly, if not worse.
Good luck.
Welcome back, David.
Good to be back.
Okay, so yes, you just heard eBay saying you gotta owe him as he kills all the sensors.
What sensors?
All ship sensors in the system he does. Instead of comms jamming, he's doing sensor jamming.
So we can't sense anything, but they can't sense us either. So we can still get out of there.
It does mean nothing. Things can't target
Better
like
point.
you. Go ahead, David.
Feather points to do they work?
Does Feather... couldn't hear
Sorry.
you clearly.
Feather points to your eyes and says, do they work?
Whose eyes?
Me.
Anyone's eyes, the closest person to them.
He only did it
Yours.
once you were past the debris field.
Yeah. What I'm saying is that the ship sensors aren't working, but yours are. We're good. No one can see us. Let's sneak.
Yep. So let's
So,
continue flying out of here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna continue. I guess I'm pretty sure I have a viewing window.
Looking back, you see a couple of explosions.
Yeah, I was going to say fireworks.
Yeah, definitely fireworks. I bet it's super cool.
Yeah, we.
not quite the Alderaan style fireworks, but
I hope not that.
Lots of chatter on the comms about, I can't see anything.
Splooge.
I'm sure as they hit other things.
each other.
Yeah. Fly into each other.
What happened?
Yeah,
Explode.
absolutely.
Can anyone see what I can see?
Can anyone see what I can't see? Where are you? Marco.
And then you managed to jump.
So we managed to get out of there, which is good. The GM is closing the charts with all the critical hits, so that's possibly a good sign. Although often he reopens them after things like that.
Possibly.
Okay, so yes, that would probably be a good place to finish it for tonight.
Mhm.
Yep.
Having successfully got off Korad, done your negotiations, and dealt with the mostly expected betrayal.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. Do we really trust a guy with no pants?
Technically.
Have a look through his own lack of pants in the photo.
Good stuff, good stuff.
I think it was less about the pants and more about the high. Anyone who calls themselves the High Exalted something, they're not people you can
No,
trust.
I better drop out.
No
Thank you
worries.
so much.
Good
All
night.
good,
Thank
David.
you.
Catch you later.
So yes, would you like to add anything more before we go to end credits?
Once we go to thingy, without explaining anything, I'll go back to my room and I'll put a little thing where no one's really going to see it. No one's really going to know what it means, but it's there.
It's camping out on the droid.
Then I'm going to put my Iron Blaster on its charger and make sure it's fully loaded and ready.
Absolutely. Nope.
And if I'm able to rest within reach of that, I'll wait until it's fully recharged and then I'll put it back on.
And have we checked? Did we check that Ash was okay after being let out in space?
We got
So on a more serious note, we checked it.
Oh right.
Make sure
Oh,
we got him in.
Right. Okay. Cool.
But now we would. Do we have like a first aid medical area that we could be?
You would. He wasn't harmed. He had his jetpack.
Yeah, but just make sure.
It's just he was startled by going from sleeping to falling.
Yeah.
most people are.
We don't need to stim pack him or anything like that. Do we need to heal or anyone, or do they just need long rests?
You should heal a couple of people,
Because I know
which
Carlin
is
and Brum Brum got
both
hurt.
got beaten up.
Brum Brum got
Or just locked out.
murdered. I just got a bloody nose.
And Kayana also got some pain.
Okay, yeah. So we'll have to see to
Strain?
Oh no,
or-
strain, not
Strain.
pain. So strain will recover overnight.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
so just long rests.
Wounds
then.
will be the ones that you just patch those people
who
up.
got wounds? Anybody?
Yes.
Brum Brum, Crash and Khalid, both hot
pilot.
wounds.
So we heal wounds with the med pack that we've
Med
got.
packs, yeah.
Mhm.
You can do 5 of those a day, which would be more than enough to clear both of them.
Nice. Okay. Alright.
So I think by the time you do 3, both of them we can be completely done.
that makes.
All good.
Because it's 5, then 4, then 3. So it
Yeah.
required 3 each to
Yeah.
get them back.
Okay.
Okay, so going to end credits.
Yeah, but I was going to pull apart the droid, have a check it out, and then put it back together.